Swiper, it's a good day to see you. After really another day in the office for Nikola Jokic, but today had last night had a little more implications than your average day. On Sunday, you guys had lost to OKC, the best team in the West. And the Denver Nuggets are the second best team in the West. But ironically, as fate would have it, they played back-to-back nights. So Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets got a chance to redeem themselves, get their vengeance, and ultimately prove their worth. Swiper, are you proud of your boys? Did they do what they were supposed to do last night?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're 12-1 on the second night of back-to-backs this year.
Best record in the league.
Yeah, they thrive in adversity. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, I know the Nuggets don't like to get embarrassed, and I don't think they got embarrassed. I think the OKC ran away with it in the fourth quarter in the first game, but yeah, I think that I just think they responded. I think, my Ox and Chill and Mars, I don't know if y'all just agree with it, but I think the biggest difference between them and being what they were on Saturday or Sunday, and then being what they were yesterday, and then rest of the year is just going to be Jamal Murray. I think, when Jamal's feeling right, he feel comfortable. I think that's probably the biggest difference.
And also a lot of credit to Jamal Murray, considering who was chasing him. I to be honest with you, I thought Alex Caruso played good defense on him. It's just that he was making a lot of tough shots. Jamal Murray is one of the best tough shot makers in the game. Mars and I had this conversation not too long ago about the better tough shot makers in the game. I think Kyrie Irving was one of the guys we talked about. Kevin Durant, and we had also talked about Jamal Murray. This was before he had gone into his slump. But last night, I thought Alex Caruso did a good job chasing him around screens, navigating through screens, getting a hand in his face. It's just that Jamal Murray, he was so good at just knocking down open shots, creating space. And Alex Caruso made it as difficult as he possibly could on him. I think one of the major issues that Oklahoma City had yesterday was, losing arguably their best perimeter defender in J-Dub. And I think that Denver took advantage of that. When you have a guy as good as J-Dub is and as switchable as he is as a defender, and you lose that, and Oklahoma City relies on that a lot. They rely on that a lot in terms of their perimeter defense. And to not have that, I thought that was a big deal, and I thought that Denver took advantage of that.
Oh, Run disappeared. Yeah, I think Denver played well. Peyton Watson made like 63s.
4.
Close enough. I think this is the best an offense has looked against OKC.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, anyway. There might be
the most points they've allowed all year.
Okay, so
but points per game relative.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm sure their offensive rating is something similar as well.
141.
Now, obviously, there's context like J-Dub going out and stuff like that's fine, but I still think just the offensive process.
Third quarter he went down. Second or third quarter he went down, something like that.
The offensive process was still great from Denver. I think they got Jokic open. Jokic obviously gets other people open. They knock down shots. That's the most sporadic thing, I guess, is how consistent can guys shoot.
Sure.
If Denver make threes at the clip that they did, when they make 18, if Denver make that many threes, then yeah, they have a shot. They have a shot against anyone. I know OKC shot the 3 well as well. I'm not saying it was just variance. I mean, Lou Dort made like 12. So, but I think when Denver have it going from 3, I think they can compete with anyone. I don't think that's been really a question. It's been how much do you trust their shooters? But when they do have it going and Peyton Watson's making threes, Jamal Murray's playing like Jamal Murray that you need to win. MPJ actually looks pretty good against OKC. Relative to how he looks against like the other top teams. OKC seems to be his favorite.
You think that's a size thing, Mars?
That would be my first instinct. It's a size thing. I think just with a lot of the switching and stuff, MPJ being 6'10" and he has 6'4" guys on him, I think he is more comfortable to get closer to the basket and operate from out there as opposed to just hovering around.
But he was going at Chet too. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, but there was a play in the first quarter where he drove on Chet, went at him, bumped him, and then got a layup. And it's like,
Right
then I
to his
watched,
chest.
and then I watched Chet coming up the other side. He's holding his ribs. I'm like, damn, ain't no way MPJ bumps are putting you in pain. Like, there's just no way. So, like, Chet is big, but like, he's not. He's got length, but if you can bump him, you create an angle for yourself. So it's a bit different in that sense.
Well, Miles, that's where the divide is with you and I when it comes to Denver, because I mean, I know how you feel about him. You've made it clear that this team isn't serious, but sure, yesterday might have been an extreme, right? Yesterday, do you expect Denver? I don't think there's anybody. If we're being honest, if you got Joker playing the way he's playing and them shooting the three like that, if they played like that on the regular, it'd be really hard to beat Denver. But let's not take it to the extreme. If we can get it to a point where Peyton Watson is respectable at the long ball line, MPJ, for all intents purposes, shooting the long ball at 48%, if he's knocking down open shots, which Joker is going to create, and he's created a lot of those last night, and Jamal Murray is Jamal Murray. I mean, I think he's 20-6 this season.
He's been 23. He's been 23-6 on like 49, 43, 91 for the last 44 games.
Yes, he's been actually really good. And
well, that's crazy. I mean,
if we can pick that up a little bit, if I could get Jamal Murray to turn into, I don't know, when the playoffs start, let's say 26 or 27, and we can keep it close, kind of what Dallas did when they had Dirk in 2011, where we can keep it close, and Joker, for all intents and purposes, can close games. Is it ridiculous to think that Denver has a legit shot? Because again, what I want to make sure I'm clear on, Mars, is yesterday was an anomaly. If Denver's going to shoot like that, anybody's going to have a difficult time beating them. I'm thinking about if we can get in between that. Is it ridiculous to think that they can get there? Because I don't think it's ridiculous to think that they can get there. Plus, they got the best player in the league.
Well, they're second in three-point efficiency, but they're just last in volume. But I think some of that's just creating a modern offense. And honestly, chill. Russ is not good shooting the ball well from three anywhere but the corner, and like he's shooting 44% from the right corner. P. Watt shooting 47 to 48% from both corners, and it's like I think that's a rhythm thing. Like if you're just gonna leave them wide open, I think some of this is just gonna be they're betting you can make 3 out of 7, 3 out of 8. Is that enough? Like, will that put you over the top enough? I mean, Lou Dort had a career high threes last night.
What do you?
And him 8? And Alex Caruso, 8. And him and Alex Caruso had step back threes that they made, and I was just like, oh gosh. But Lou Dort shooting well this year, second year in a row.
I'm on Ron's page. I'll live with that. If we're gonna lose with Lou Dort cracking 6, 7 long balls, knock yourself out, my man.
Sure, you have to. But at the same time, Lou Dort been making been making teams pay.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, so and you know what, Ron? I think that with him making teams pay, you got to keep showing it to me, especially when the bets get higher. So when we get in the playoffs, Ron, that rim ain't as big as it looks, right? That court shrinks, right? Looks don't look like they did when we were in January and we were in February. Action is a lot tighter. Like guys are a lot more precise. So you don't get the looks that you got in January or in February that you're going to get in the playoffs. It's going to be completely different. That's why I'm saying with Lou Dort, I can appreciate this being like a ramp up for in terms of his confidence. But if we're going to have anybody, to Mars's point, if we're going to go after somebody on defense, we're probably going to have to go after SGA.
Yeah, trap him at the top.
Right. If we're going to have to probably go after SGA defensively. Well, if we're going to live with somebody shooting, I'm going to live with Lou Dort cracking the long ball. I'll live with that. And if he makes 4 or 5 threes, very much like what happened with PJ Washington. If he makes 4 or 5 threes, absolutely, brother. Absolutely.
I'm looking up Lou Dort's 3-point percentage right now.
And like 40% in that 39 for the second year in a row. Yeah, for the second year in a row.
Right.
But
he can shoot. He can shoot.
Like, what's his catch and shoot? Are any of you guys able to find that?
I'll find it, Mars.
Okay, he got it.
But
yeah, he can shoot. He can shoot.
Side step, one dribble pull-ups, step back.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't care. I don't care if we're shooting 40%. We're watching. We'll close out. Like we'll get there, but that's not like that's like the 4th, 5th. That's maybe the 5th thing on the list I'm trying to avoid is Lou Dort shooting. Like I'm closing out soft. I'm closing out slow. Mm-hmm. I'm not tripping. Go ahead, Lou. You got it.
Why?
Because
I just don't feel like they're gonna win off of that. Like I don't care the amount they're doing. I think there's so much more that they can get in their offense that's gonna actually be detrimental to us. Winning the basketball game. It's just one of those things. Like I'd rather you shoot than you get to the rim, or I think Shai's mid-range game is more lethal than his 3-point game. I'm not really Like I don't think that that's their winning formula is for them to shoot. Is for Lou Dort to be the one shooting the threes.
Ox, let me ask you a couple more questions. Are you comfortable with Isaiah Joe shooting threes?
Yeah.
I mean, with
and Isaiah
him
Joe is quote unquote their shooter.
Right. It's just like with one. I feel like if Isaiah I mean, Luke is hot too.
Hold on, let's just start with Isaiah.
Yeah, I know.
I assume Lou Dort shoots a higher percentage than Isaiah.
Right, but what I'm saying, Ron, is
game.
like if one of them dudes get hot, like Isaiah or Aaron Wiggins, it's probably a little more dangerous.
Lose 41.5 on catch and shoot. By the way, Ox. Just so it's not bad.
But honestly though, Ron, like I'm not tripping off. I'm not tripping off their
It's
driving.
a yes or no question because I got other guys I want to ask you. Are you comfortable with Isaiah Joe shooting threes?
I'm a little less comfortable than Lou Dort.
So you're gonna play him a little tighter.
A little tighter, but I'm just not tripping off none of these dudes like that.
All right. Are you comfortable with Aaron Wiggins?
Less comfortable, but
are you comfortable with J-Dub shooting threes?
Yes.
Are you comfortable with Case and Wallace shooting threes?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm good, bro. Like,
so really just concede the three to everybody. And I was saying that to say Lou Dort has a higher percentage than all these other guys.
Mind you, Ron, I'm not. I mean, we go like if I'm creating the defense to play against them, like we're gonna play D. I'm not just gonna stand around watching, but you know, we got things that we have to stop before we're just sprinting out to Lou Dort on the 3-point.
But really, I think it's gonna be Caruso. Honestly, like. He's going to be the one that has to make it because he's shooting worse than all of them. He's their highest usage off-ball player they're going to have in that situation. So, I mean, honestly, like Shay's playing so well this year that if we have to, because again, this goes to the playmaking thing in the gap between him and I think some other players. Like you double Shay, you get the ball out of his hands. It's just a different level of offense. And as good as iHeart is, y'all, I'm not going to lie to you. Like iHeart had 13 points in the first quarter, and I was cool. Like. You know what that means? Less 3-point attempts, less SGA, less free throws. You know what I mean? Like if you feel like you can hit that consistently, then we're cool. But on the other end, I think the biggest scale for me, Ox, is I don't think OKC, because this is the second game now this year, I think OKC has a real issue guarding Denver just because of again, this comes down to Murray too. Like, so I'm crediting the guard play in this. I think Jokic feels real comfortable versus them. They're not as physical as like the Wolves are. If that makes sense, like they're not as physical as like the Lakers are, and I mean like overly physical. Like the Wolves were like overly.
Why is that
physical.
though, Swiper?
Because iHeart's just not the same kind of defender. Like that, he's not gonna body you. I think like smaller players will, if that makes sense. Just because smaller players, they're gonna push you off your legs. The same thing I said about LeBron and Karl Anthony Towns the other day, Ox. Like I just think when you're like a wing, there's a level of physicality you can get into. But I also think this too, Marsh. I know that's maybe a little bit of a hot take. I think Jokic, if you give him enough time to figure out what you're doing, then it's like, I think he settles in a little bit. And I think last night he just settled in on a back-to-back, like, okay, this is what they're going to do, and this is how they're guarding me. And then he just got more comfortable. He was driving on Hart last night. He was posting on Hart and Chet last night. Obviously, the jumper was working from Midi when he was hitting Caruso and stuff on him. Yeah, I just think like they feel as if they can get advantages. And again, a lot of this goes back to like, and y'all tell me if I'm tripping, Jamal Murray has played versus a lot of really good defenses lately. And I don't think he's phased like at all by anybody he's seeing. Now it's going to come down to the shot making though. Like it's going to be the difference on the offensive end that they're converting.
Which he's shown that he could do, by the way.
Which he's shown that he can turn the ball over. Like if you turn the ball over, OKC is cooking. Yeah, go ahead.
Sure, I think you brought it up earlier about like those wing defenders and like that's for Jamal Murray. I could see this OKC team being like one of the teams that probably play decent on Jamal. But I think this is what Swiper's saying, and I agree. I don't think Jamal Murray is one of them dudes that's really concerned about the defense and who's guarding him. It's for him. It's like I'm gonna make it or I'm gonna miss it. You know
especially
what I mean?
When he get going. Yeah, especially when he gets going.
Hold your thoughts right quick. We'll get back to the Nuggets and the Thunder. But my man Kit Lipscomb Jungla sent through a $50 super chat. He said, "Is it possible, with all due respect, if Mike is a no-show, which is a possibility?" He said, "I would love to take the spot. I respect Chill's knowledge. I think it will be fun. Tim Duncan, top 5, hashtag Castle Rookie of the Year. NBA should be scared of what my Spurs are on the verge of. Get the likes up." You heard Kent. Get the likes up.
Mike's camera works.
You saw him?
Yes.
Yeah.
When?
He was on Chill's live yesterday. He had his camera on for a split second. It works.
Mhm.
So he's lying.
Mhm.
He is lying. His camera works.
He looked.
Shout out to Mike. That was the
Ox,
first
you
time
know
I
them.
seen
You know them. What you call it, dogs with the?
Oh,
with
he had
the-
a shiesty on?
No. You know them dogs with the?
He look like a pug.
A pug?
No, not the pug. You know them ones with the scrunchy
Bulldog.
face? No. Oh, what are them? What are those dogs with the scrunchy faces? And they're beautiful dogs too, by the way. Oh
So
man.
you say he's a beautiful, ugly dog?
He's saying Mike's an attractive dog, ugly human. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, he got that. So
all right, well,
yeah,
when he come in the room,
boxer,
work,
like a
hey,
boxer.
chill.
You talking about a Yorkie?
that's what I'm talking about. Them dogs with the scrunchy faces and
No,
not
a bulldog or a Yorkie.
a bulldog, not a bulldog. Oh,
He's
I thought you
definitely
were
not a
talking about a
Yorkie. I'm looking at a Yorkie right now. For
Maybe
sure.
a
ain't
Yorkie.
Shar-Pei, that's what it is. A Shar-Pei, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
My goodness.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what it is.
Mike look like a
Let's get-
Sharpay.
Let's get down to the bottom of this right quick, y'all. I hate to have to derail a good show, but we got to
Yep.
figure out what Mike looks like. All right, that's a
Mhm.
Yorkie. We know damn well this nigga ain't no Yorkie. So what is it? A Sharpie or a Sharpay?
A Shar-Pei.
Ah, this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Look at Mikey.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Mhm.
That's a loving dog right there. I don't know how you can see you though.
Yes, sir.
Check out.
Anyway.
check out.
But
Anyway,
Mike.
the champ is here. My bad.
To your point, Swiper, you were talking
Practicing,
about
Mars.
the level of physicality. I think Joker, he lessens your level of physicality because he's so physical. He takes a lot of that out of you. Like I saw him do that yesterday with Hartenstein. I mean, Hartenstein's a physical big. He was a physical big when he played with the Knicks. He's a physical big when he plays with Oklahoma City. And Joker does not shy away from the physicality with him. No, he doesn't.
Joker's so heavy.
Yeah, and this is what I'm talking about, Ox. When you talked about shooting that long ball, it's different shooting the long ball in the first quarter. It's different shooting it in the third quarter. It's different shooting it in the fourth quarter. Just like with a guy like Joker, it's different leaning on Joker in the first quarter than it is leaning on him in the third quarter, in the fourth quarter, where he's wearing you down and he's consistently pounding on you and pushing you to the point where you need some help with him. And I don't think that, and with what Oklahoma City has with their bigs, I mean, I think that they can do whatever they could to, and again, Joker's going to get what Joker has. Joker's going to get what Joker's going to get. But if they can at least slow him down, then I think
I don't
Iheart
think
was
Chet,
bodying Jokic last night. Why we ain't talking about that?
That's what I'm saying. I think Iheart plays pretty physical. Swiper, to your point, but I think the thing is, I don't kill me for this because I know how much y'all love the dude, and I think he's a fine young fella. I think he's good. I think he's gonna be great.
Before you say the name, let's guess. SJ? No.
He's about to say
Chet.
He's talking about
Chet.
Chet. He's talking
Oh,
about Chet.
I still don't see it, y'all, and I'm sorry, but but against like in a 7-game series or something, Jokic is doing him bad, bro.
There's a reason he's not gonna guard him.
Well, I'm
He's
saying he will be in a 7-game series. He's gonna be on him. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not.
Yeah,
he
but
might
like,
be
just
a
not
starting
enough to
defender.
where I think it's consequential. That's what I'm saying.
I think so, Mars.
They're gonna do everything in their power to not have Chet on Jokic.
Well, but Iheart's
Yeah,
gonna
but I'm
have
saying
3
like
fouls in the first half every game, though.
he's gonna spend some significant time.
They're
Now,
gonna-
I think Jay Will might play in that series more.
They'd go to Jay Will so Chet can roam, or they're gonna put a wing on Jokic and have Chet roam. They're not gonna put Chet on Jokic.
I just don't know if they can do that though.
No, yeah, I mean,
Mars, do you think Jokic gonna hunt out that
anytime-
matchup? Because I would if I was Jokic. Why wouldn't he?
I mean, yeah, but I also think OKC's gonna do everything in their power to not give up that matchup. So I think Denver want that matchup. I don't think OKC do. So
I feel like Chet did good earlier in the year.
Yeah, that was it the first game of the year where
first
Chet did a
game,
good
yeah.
job. He got like 5 blocks or something. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I mean,
But I
No,
think
mind
that's
you,
smart. You
I
think
mean,
about-
Denver
they
wasn't
played
rolling like-
Denver
wasn't as
OKC
good as they
4
are now,
times,
though.
and
That's what I'm
Jokic just
saying.
played great in 2 and not great in 2. So,
Well, I think Chet's a very good defender. I think he's gonna have some blocks. I think he's gonna have some good stops, some good stands. But in a 7-game series, and mind you, like to my point, I said yesterday, I said this about Jokic. I got to keep the same energy with Chet. If you're supposed to be one of these best defenders, and I got to protect you from the best post player in the NBA, that's an issue. I need you to be able to step up and do something with this guy. Now, to your point, Mars, y'all said that a couple games this season he's played well against him or whatever. I mean, I hope. Well, I don't even know if they're going to see each other in the playoffs, obviously. But in the event that they did, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to need Chet to step that up a little bit.
Well, Chet couldn't hit any shots yesterday either, except for the drives.
Well, what?
And then go ahead. You chill.
My question is what can I mean? Chet's not going to put on. It's not going. It's not like Chet's going to put on like another 20 or 30 pounds. I mean, Chet is who he is right now. So in terms of the physicality, to your point, Ox, I see him. I see Joker roughing him up. And Mars, you said it to me numerous times about J-Dub. J-Dub might be unplayable in the playoffs. He might become not J-Dub. I'm sorry,
J-Will.
That's what I'm talking about. He might be unplayable in the playoffs. So because he's unplayable in the playoffs, Hartenstein, for all intents and purposes, gets in foul trouble, which means that now you have to have that coverage on with
Usman
and Joker.
Usman? Can I introduce you to Usman?
Which Mike Malone, by the way, is going to do everything that he can to hunt that mismatch. As good as Chet is as a defender, Mike Malone will hunt that mismatch. He will.
Well, chill. I do think like with Chet, because Chet, like, I'm gonna keep it real. I think Chet got some dog in him. You know what I'm saying? He's not just gonna sit around and get. You know what I'm saying? He's not just gonna sit around and get bullied. You know what I'm saying? I know I said last year what I said about Chet, but this is it.
Right. The real issue Chet was having with even Joker, it was that when Jamal would witch hunt that dude, right? And he was putting him on an island. You know what I mean? Like
that's two problems then, because I do think that Jokic is going to be really, really, once again, hypothetical, because I don't know if they'll see each other in the playoffs, but we'll just assume they will. Western Conference Finals or something. I don't know. But if it does that, I think Chet can. You know, I think he has the attributes. I think he has the skill to be able to get with Jokic. I just want to see him do it. You know what I mean? Like, he's super long. He can work early. He can work early with Jokic, make it hard, just in general, all around the court, getting the ball and everything. He can, when he goes to contact, instead of trying to stop that, he can accept the contact, receive the contact. He's long. You can receive that, meet him up top. You know what I'm saying? Chet, I think Chet got the tools. I like Chet. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but that's how he defends. It's all about length and timing. It's not going to be
my thing is this too, though. Like, if I'm Oklahoma City and the Nuggets need 140 points to beat me, I'm cool with that.
Well, technically, they only need a 128. But
yeah, the
game was over. I know. I know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I would say the game was over when the Nuggets got to like 118.
That's still a lot, like 125, 130.
Yeah, I don't know if I can.
That's the second time they've done it this year, though.
I understand that. I'm not
saying
they're
2-2. That's what they are. They're 2-2.
Yeah,
Denver's played well in 2 games, and Denver's not played so well in 2 games.
But I'm not saying that they can't do that again. I'm just saying, like, in the playoff series where things are a little bit more concise. I don't know if I'm a believe. Like, I'm not gonna panic because they scored 148 points and we lost. Like, it's like, all right, we gave him 127 too. And last time I checked, the Oklahoma City Thunder offense is one of the best in the league. So we know we gonna, get, and they got one of the best defenses in the league too. So we know we gonna give.
How much do y'all feel like they're better suited, not just based on personnel but also scheme? Are they better suited to guard Denver than the Wolves were last year?
No, I don't think so. But I don't think so. I think the Wolves. I think the Wolves last year was perfectly schemed to guard Denver.
Because remember, it was the size.
Wolves heavy. I think a big part of that was Jamal Murray.
Yeah, 100%. His injuries. Yeah, of course.
So it made it easier. Like, if you go up against a hobbled Jamal Murray, I do think OKC have amazing personnel for Denver. But if you go up against a fully healthy Jamal Murray, I do think you probably favor the Timberwolves. Yeah, because of the length and strength they have. I think the strength advantage is the biggest difference.
And to swipe a point earlier, I don't think Jamal Murray give a damn what defense he see. Like, as good as he been playing, like, it's not about the guards for him. I think in order for that, I think it's kind of far-fetched, but you're gonna start having to look at defending Jokic and kind of slowing him down in a way rather than Jamal Murray. I don't think Jamal Murray give a damn like who's guarding him. Like, he has been that factor,
he put Caruso. They screened him and they brought Casey Wallace into it, and Casey was a tad bit late, and he sparked it right in front of the OKC bench. And I'm like, that's the thing, Jordan. He is the separator from like them being like
he big as
they
hell.
Don't really.
Too.
Yeah, he's 6'4.5", bro. He's a big dude, bro.
He's
like,
big as hell. Like,
if
he can get his shot off anytime.
He's the difference between them being like Mars says, an unserious team to like
a legit contender.
Damn. Like,
a legit contender.
I mean, maybe not even that, but maybe just it's more like, they're.
I mean, but that's what make them. That's what make them what they are, Swiper. Like that's what made Denver win the championship. Jamal Murray. Even them going on
They
that.
had a really good defense that year too. But
Yeah, but Jamal Murray had win nuts. Even when they went on their run last time, Jamal Murray was going nuts, hitting game winners after game winners. Like you got to like that. That's what make Denver dangerous. Like if we know Jokic don't show up and do his thing, given now his thing could be really damn good though. It could be 40, 10, 17.
Yikes.
He also could give you a casual 20, 13, 10.
You mean like Sunday
27, 13. Yeah,
like
he
Sunday,
can also
22,
give you that.
16 and 8.
But Jordan, don't you
the
think
variables of that?
Don't you think Minnesota made it a little tough on him too? Not just the Jamal Murray thing, but I'm saying like you got.
Well, he didn't
Rudy,
hit any threes in that series. That was the
yeah,
biggest
but Rudy,
Yeah.
Cat, and Nas. I think if you put those three and then you put
that's a very
Jalen
tough
Williams,
thing
you put Shet and Isaiah Hartenstein. I think this three outweigh this three by like 100.
Nah, I disagree. I disagree.
Which one
with
is
that.
this three? Which one's the one that
I think the Timberwolves three is just a little heavier. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
for sure. Yeah,
I thought
for
you
sure.
were talking about the Thunder.
Yeah,
But-
I think the physicality is the biggest difference. OKC win off like speed and length. Minnesota won off like.
What do you feel like the difference between Hart is and Rudy is as a defender, Mars? Like what?
Um,
Well, I know one of them's clearly better, but I'm saying like, what do
Yeah.
you feel like it is from, like even just say like even post defense, if that makes sense. Like when it comes to guarding Joker, do you feel like it's the verticality, like the length, the anticipation type thing?
I mean, I think Hartenstein is just deployed more as like the typical 5 defender, whereas Rudy is deployed kind of like how OKC are using Chet. That's why Cat was their primary post defender and stuff. But between Hartenstein and Rudy, I think personally, as a primary matchup, I probably prefer Hartenstein to Rudy on a Jokic matchup in terms of in the post. I probably prefer Hartenstein.
Harden never had success versus Joker though.
Maybe the
reason
reason I prefer, because like we talk about how to beat Denver, and at the end of the day, the plan to beat Denver is never going to be how do you slow down Jokic. Like that's just a stupid plan. That's like, oh, how do you beat the Cavs in 2017? Hey, just slow down LeBron. Like,
no, you can't.
That's not the plan. So, like, when I talk about I prefer Hartenstein to defend Jokic 1-on-1, I think I'm more so saying that because like Rudy just has so much more utility as that roamer as opposed to what Hartenstein brings. So I would just rather have someone else guard Jokic so you maximize Rudy's defensive value elsewhere, as opposed to maybe he could guard Jokic 1-on-1 better than Hartenstein can, but he's still 10 times more valuable as that roamer, that off-ball defender who shuts off the rim from everyone else. So I would prefer Hartenstein to guard Jokic. Same reason why I think Chet's a better defender than Hartenstein, but I prefer Hartenstein to guard Jokic over Chet just because of everything else Chet does. So I think Hartenstein is not the greatest post defender. I do think he has a higher center of gravity. I do think he tries to meet physicality, but at the end of the day, Jokic just does have that strength advantage. And when Jokic gets within 7-8 feet and he has a look at the rim, like he has just such great touch that even if you do contest, it looks like you're playing amazing defense. Jokic is comfortable. And I think OKC don't do a good enough job of consistently making Jokic uncomfortable. Whereas I think Minnesota did a really good job of consistently making Jokic uncomfortable.
And I also think, keep going, Miles, I'm sorry.
But Denver do, but OKC have made, in my opinion, Jokic uncomfortable. Like I keep saying, they played 4 times. I think Jokic has been not great twice. I'm really great twice. If you have a 50% success rate of making Jokic look like a regular human, I like those odds. I like those odds. That's decent.
That 50% is a little bit skewed because early on in the season, the Nuggets just wasn't. They just didn't have nothing figured out.
And on top of that,
maybe.
But I'm just saying though.
But
season is different.
And to Jordan's point, it's a lot different when you see me in January and then you don't see me for 6 weeks, as opposed to when you see me Monday. And
they saw them opening night, so they were both teams. I would like to.
That team was horrible. Yeah, remember that's when Jokic.
That was the Dario Saric.
That's when Jokic came into the year and he was like, "All right, I guess I won't shoot. Let's see who steps up." And then they're like, "Oh, nobody's scoring. All right, 30 points a game rusted away until like through December."
But to your point,
that did happen this season. Yeah, I forgot about
that did. And I remember Miles and I having a conversation about Joker shooting at this rate at the long ball. It was just not sustainable. This was in November, and here we are.
I mean, to be fair, he was at damn near 50%. We're now in
he was shooting like
right now.
He's like 40,
we're like
he's like
43,
46.
42.
Nah, no, we're not. No,
Still crazy.
47.
Yeah, 46.
That's what he is.
No, we're doing the heat. We're doing the heat.
I'm
We're doing the
not
heat. Nah,
doing
add the
your
stat, Mars.
Yeah, I
Nah,
think
he
it's
had
like
43.
It's like,
No,
what,
it's
what
47.
is he shooting?
I
I
thought it
already
was like
told you.
46.
From
He's like
heaves, he has
43.
19 heaves this year. 19. That's the most
Jokic
ever.
is at 47%.
Nah, bro. Nah. True. What did I call it, Mars? True 3-point percentage?
Yeah,
he
true 3-point
he
percentage.
won like this too.
43.
He did
Yeah, he's on
yesterday.
hook
Yeah,
shot.
he
He's on
did.
hook shot.
He shot a
How many
He
career.
don't
have
care about
made?
nothing, dude.
How many have he made?
And he tried one, and he
made
tried
one
to do
heave,
it,
he's made
and
one
he
heave.
tried to do it again, but they didn't get the ball into him fast enough. He was pissed yesterday after the first quarter. No, I ain't counting those, bro. He literally just grabbed the ball around and went like this.
43%. He's at 43%.
Hey, Ron.
What's up?
I know you're gonna host a show and all, so I just want to
You
get
think
this off.
you think
before
so? Because I might
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, I think so. I want to get this off before I go. Mars, I just want to say, I'm not going nowhere because the champ is here. But anyways, Mars, I just want to say,
You talking about me having you losing in round 1?
yeah.
Do you
for
know
sure.
who Carson is?
I don't
Yeah,
give a damn.
I'm just asking a very direct question. That's it. I don't know if you know who him.
Jordan, if you win, I'm gonna be grateful because Carson is my biggest competition in that side of the bracket.
He
if
wants you
knock
to.
him
Yeah,
out-
that's why he's saying it.
Yeah,
He wants
so
you to
if you
take Austin out.
if you knock him out, then hey, I ain't gonna complain.
Yeah.
But I am
Hey,
87% confident you're gonna get packed up.
that's
like-
cool. I take my 13%. I think y'all under. I think
Oh
y'all
no,
underestimating.
13% is that you lose in a
I didn't
in a
think
close
Mars
effort.
did that yesterday.
You
I'm
ever watch-
87% confident
you ever
you get
watch
packed
the
up.
Weekdays?
He had chill. He had chill going out of the first round.
87%
So
confident you get packed up. I'm 12.9% confident you lose in a gracious effort, and then that 0.1%, you might win by some cheating of the judges.
Jordan, you ever watched?
That's right, man.
Jordan, you ever watched The Wire? Have you ever seen The Wire?
Yeah.
Okay, so just so you know, Carson, he's Bird to Omar. Omar didn't want nothing to do with Bird. So
I
he
know,
wanted
but look,
he wanted everybody to get rid of Bird. That way,
Okay, I'm not
that way
my
he can
favorite-
terrorize
I'm
that
not gonna
shit.
lie. I'm not gonna lie. It
favorite
is kind of
logic
sus
is
that Mars this primarily black show. He had two non-African Americans make it to the finals, but you
Of
know
course,
whatever.
yeah, that's crazy.
Hey, but listen,
That's
that
That's
wasn't
crazy.
even what I was gonna say.
Crazy.
That wasn't even what I was gonna say. I was just gonna say, Mars, I enjoyed your reaction video to Allen Iverson last night. By the way.
Oh yeah, thank you.
I definitely enjoyed it. And I know we aren't gonna spend too much time on there, Ron, but I do want to say, because I'm about to do a video about Allen Iverson. It's funny when I saw that. I think my algorithm just placed yours first because I had Allen Iverson on my thing.
Mhm.
I think people underestimate how damn good Allen Iverson is off the ball. That's one thing I think you know, they talk about Steph Curry. Allen Iverson was like that back in his day off the ball. If you
That
see
fool
how they
wasn't never
ran
off
him-
the ball.
He wasn't like Steph
Yes, he
Curry.
was.
He wasn't
Hold
like
on.
Steph
Hold on.
Let's
Listen.
relax
Hold
on that.
on.
Let's
Hold on,
relax
listen.
on that.
Hold on, listen. Hold on,
Slow
listen.
down.
Listen to my point. Listen to my point. You do realize they have a play for him, the Iverson. screen.
Iverson cut. Yes. He
Right.
wasn't like Steph Curry. But yes.
Okay, but hold on, listen. If you watch how they guard it, they panic so much when he comes off those screens because he's so fast. He
Yes.
puts fear in their heart if you get him the ball. Also, his off-ball movement and when he can catch and shoot off the ball. I'm not saying he like Clay with it. He has a different type of game, but his off-ball movement is really damn good, bro. Like when we talk about off-ball players, they don't give him the credit because, like Ox said, they see you think he ain't really off the ball. Yes, he is. He's off of it a lot. And then they get the action. He just didn't play with guys like Draymond Green who can make some passes. And the 76ers spend a lot of time. Bro, the 76ers piss me off because they spend a lot of time running plays for bum-ass guys. Like, it's no way we should be running the play.
So you don't want to see Aaron McKee get floppy?
No, I don't want to see Aaron McKee coming off a drag screen and shooting a catch and shoot three. That's a waste of my time, bro. Like they wasted Allen Iverson greatness. He probably could have averaged 40 back then if they stopped running the plays for Aaron McKee. But to your point,
Well, he can't shoot all the shots, Jordan.
Oh
Let's
yeah,
be
he
clear
could.
about that.
Oh yeah, he can. If
He
Aaron
couldn't
McKee,
shoot
if Aaron
all of them.
okay, cool. I don't want not one play ran for Aaron McKee, not one, or Mutombo. I don't give a damn how much.
So who you
Mutombo-
gonna run plays for? Eric Snow?
Iverson.
No, it's nobody. He's gonna run all the plays. I do want to get back to what Swiper was talking about, though. I know that we I know
right quick before we get
Yeah.
into that, chill, because this is the second time it's been brought up,
Mhm.
and Jordan is right. I do got to host at some point.
There you go.
So let me go ahead and throw this on the screen right quick. So if in case you just don't know what we're talking about, you remember we put the Sharpay. Remember we put the Sharpay on the screen, and then Jordan just talked about how him and Carson are going head to head. Well, the whole thing that we're talking about is the PCL March Madness. It starts next Saturday or this upcoming Saturday. March 15th, and then you got Sunday, March 16th, Tuesday, March 18th, and Wednesday, March 19th. And the whole point of this thing is to really see who has the sharpest basketball mind. And whoever comes out on top and has the sharpest basketball mind, not only will they get a $5,000 cash prize, but they will get the PCL belt and all the bragging rights. So y'all be sure to tune in, lock in. We have the topic set. We have the matchup set. The bracket will drop today on social media. And if you missed it yesterday, we went through the whole bracket. Mars predicted who would win and all of that good stuff. So we had a good time yesterday, but make sure y'all pull up this weekend because it's going to be crazy.
Jordan Swiper, I mean, not only that, but you see, Mars got me, Jordan, and Chill knocked out in the first round.
I'm not gonna lie. Look, again, I will always Ox, you know that because we grew up in very similar circumstances. Mars, you relax over there. We grew up in very similar circumstances. You know this. There's always at least partial truth in a joke. Always. I'm not saying he fully thinks y'all sweet, but he thinks y'all sweet relative to the competition you playing against. And if I'm Jordan, I already told Chill, Jordan, you should have seen Chill. You should have been here. You might have seen it, but you should have been here. The energy shifted when Mars Wade made that last joke about him and Mike. Chill went. I told you, 97 Chill, prime Chill. It was Jordan all over again.
I didn't make a joke. I just said I had
everything switched. Jordan, I want you to lock in. I want you to be fully prepared. I want you to walk Carson down because of the disrespect that Mars put on your name. Just because of what he did yesterday. Called you sweet. He looked at you in the face like you were like, hey. Remember Hayes said, are you in the PCL? That's what he did to you.
Yeah, I know, but it's cool though. Look, when Ron told
me he slapped you?
No, ain't nobody slapped
you. No, he walked in and slapped you because that's what Hayes did.
No, Jordan. Look, Mars
Hayes thought he was gonna do that. That ain't what
Jordan, Mars saw your name. He said, easy.
Nah, she's why, but this is why I disagree. I think Mars saw Carson name. I think Mars saw a Carson name, and he projected his own thing on me. But it's cool though. I like being a dark horse.
I had you and said you was gonna lose anyway. Then I saw Carson, and then I was like, oh yeah, he's definitely gonna lose.
But it's okay. I like being dark. I'm you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. In a controlled environment, I'm very underrated in the debate. Now, if you can,
be underrated and take the sweet.
No, it's okay.
Because you're talking on that talk, Mars Blackman. Let's see. Because this is a controlled environment.
Because Mars Blackman is crazy. Because look, y'all, I notice. I go back and I watch the tape. Y'all do a lot of things when I'm talking, especially Swiper. Swiper will cut you off and argue a point that you didn't even argue. He gonna argue it for you.
Trying to throw you off your pivot.
And then he'll make it seem like you the one that started that argument. And it's like,
I'm defending Jordan. I'm getting dragged into an argument.
The judges need to recognize the shenanigans.
But see, it's different. No, Swipe, I'm not throwing
Jordan. Who are you closest to on this panel? Me. Respect. Make sure you know that too.
But to be honest with you, me and Mars, we was locked in. So
now y'all bonded. Y'all bonded. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So look. All I'm saying is this though. In a controlled environment, I get to say my point without somebody like Swiper saying, "Are you saying this? Are you saying that?" No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying what I'm saying, not what you want me to say. And I learned that about Swiper. That's how Swiper debate. He tell you what he wants you to say, and then say you wrong for saying it. And I'm like, bro, I didn't
not in the debate. We don't talk during the debate.
But Jordan, not only that. See, the thing about that is now when he does that, people think, damn, that is what you were saying, huh? Like, nah, those words never came out of my mouth, bro.
Exactly, bro. It's like, bro,
Swiper, you got it like that? Swiper, you got it?
I'll be defending arguments.
Swiper go with it. Swiper go with that.
Bro, you can ask.
That's why yesterday I just kept saying no, Swiper, no, stay right here.
You got it, bro. Bro, we be on playback. Somebody accuse me of saying something. I'll be like, bro, I never said that, bro. Never.
Well, that's. I mean, we troll you a little bit in on the playback chat though, Jordan.
Yeah, but Mark, in the comments,
like
I be having to defend myself in the comments. Like, I'll be like, bro, go back, watch the tape, and see exactly what I said. Now, when I tell them to go do that, they never go do it.
Mars, what happened yesterday? What happened yesterday, Mars? I said, yeah, he for a big man, that can't protect the rim, blah, blah, blah. Swiper said, yeah, but it doesn't matter if he can't play. What did he say? Some about defending in space.
Shaq
Like, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. Swiper.
Well, we were
people
talking
were
about
mad at
defense.
me,
We were talking
and
about defense.
He
Shaq
was
couldn't
mad at
defend
me
his
in the
space.
comments for not bringing up Magic
No.
Johnson. I was like,
We were talking
"Pretty sure
about
it was
defense in
picks. I just don't know
totality.
why I was gonna
Let me
do
tell y'all what y'all do.
I
Let me
said
tell
rim
y'all exactly what y'all
protecting,
do. This is exactly how it works when y'all start arguing with me. I'll have a
Is that what that's
1v1.
what it is?
I'll have a 1v1 with any one of y'all. Mars and I, the last time we got a 1v1, he got packed up about the Peyton Watson nonsense. So he's been MIA ever since. And then for the rest of y'all, whenever y'all get a one-on-one versus me, y'all run the Mars and say, ain't that right, Mars? Ain't that right, Mars? Ain't that what happened? And then Mars will come down from the top of his ivory tower and be like, you know what? Swiper did do that. Swiper did say this. And he'll have a PCL belt over his shoulder and the whole thing. Y'all ain't got to do it. Listen to the thing. Y'all have to understand. Y'all have to understand. I know every one of y'all very well because I listen to you very intently every day. Jordan, I know how to get Jordan to pop off about something off a whim. I'm talking about off a whisper. Jordan will be talking something. I'll just be in the corner of his ear. Jordan. Mars thinks you're basic.
You know how to turn you up.
No,
You know how to turn you up.
Swiper was no. This how Swiper turned me up. Swiper will say something outlandish like, I'm gonna give a real point. Swiper will say something outlandish like, yeah, he's one of the greatest finishers of all time. And I'm like,
yeah, that was true. What was that about? Who was that about? Steph?
Yeah,
wrong. Relative to guards. Yeah, 100%.
You're wrong. And then he'll say that. Look, Ron, he'll say that 100%. Like you clearly 33%, Swiper. Like that's clearly 33%. Like that's what he'll do.
So Swiper is a bad follow on Twitter. That's all I can say. He's a bad follow.
Why? What do you do?
Mars, you can fix that, Mars.
Nah, because I'm on the timeline, right? Just enjoying my day. I'll be scrolling.
Here we go. Now I'm being evaluated now. All right.
Nah, I'll be looking around.
Put you on the spectrum,
And then
Swiper.
I see Swiper respond to a tweet from friend of the Hoop Talk podcast, Hoop Venue, who said that he doesn't think Peyton Watson's fit to be a point of attack defender. Said he's a great rim protector, second side shot blocker, all of those things.
About Mars when it went out.
All of those things. And then Swiper responds to that tweet saying the Nuggets are a legit point of attack defender away from a special core with Watson, Zeke Nagy, and Christian
said this
Brown.
though.
And then I say on the show.
No, you didn't say that's not what happened. No,
Watson,
you said initially he's not an all-ball defender. You said that.
Argues with me.
No, everybody disagree with you. Everybody disagree with you. No, you said he's not at all. I said he's not a primary on-ball defender. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
He's not an on-ball defender. That's what I said.
No, Mars, we're not rewriting history. No, you are not colonizing this conversation. You said he is not an on-ball defender.
No imperialism
what you said
here,
initially.
boy.
That's 100%. London is not taking over today. You said he is not an on-ball defender.
No representation. No taxation without representation.
Blocking wing. Those are my exact words. And
Swiper has spoken
for 10 minutes for him to ultimately come to the same
No, everybody remembers what you said. You said outright. Again, sometimes Mars, you jumped a gun because you're right a lot of the time, but because you're so right in your head, you will jump the gun sometimes and be wrong and stand to be right. And I'll then correct you and say that was incorrect. What you meant when you came back and said, what I meant was what should have been taken from what I said was this, even though I didn't say this. And that's where that conversation came from.
I said he's not an on-ball defender. He's an off-ball
defender
though.
And a shot he just is not better at that than rim protection.
Hey, Mars, what is the name of that hat, Mars? What is the name of that hat that you wear at the weddings? What do they call that in London? What do they call them hats? Those little fancy hats.
I've never been.
Is it a facilitator
like a top hat?
like that? Yeah, it's called something very, very fancy.
No
it's
idea.
like a fancy. Damn, Mars ain't been to no wedding.
Help us out, Chad.
I root against the marriage every time.
I think it starts with an F. I think it starts with an F. It's not a top hat. It starts with
Yeah,
no, it's a fancy word for saying.
I think I might begin with a P. I don't know.
So it's not a
it might be with a P. It might be with a P, Mars. It might be with a P. But you say it like an F.
It might be a fedora.
No, it's not a fedora. It's something else. It's like a facility. I don't know.
Is that what they wear? The
fascinator. That's what it's called. A fascinator. That is exactly what it's called.
Let me Google that.
Yeah, you go. There you go. There you go. Drink more water. It's a fascinator.
What the hell?
Mars, you need that hat on when you debate Swiper.
Hold on, wait, Shaq.
Put it up, Mom.
It's a floral headpiece.
That's what it's called.
Fascinator.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yo,
Let me see that.
are you saying it, Mars?
That's what you need. That's what you need when you debate
Yo,
Swiper right there.
Which one? We can
Yo.
order one. Which one? Which one you want to order?
That one right there. No, Ron,
This
go
one?
back to the purple one. The purple
This
one.
one?
Nah, chill out on that one, man. That one.
No, the black one for Mars. You gotta get the S for
Oh, I
Mars.
forgot
the
Mars
black
Blackman.
one fits
Yeah,
your
he
stack.
gotta
The
have
black
a
one
net
fits
over
your
his
stack.
face. He gotta have a
Like
net
the
over his
vid?
face.
The black one fits your stack. For sure.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Is this a wedding or a funeral?
Whichever one.
Oh,
can
but
wear
you
whatever
only
you
you
wear
want.
it to you wear
Yeah,
it
we
to
shooting
formal
the show way
venues.
quick.
Formal venues. That's what the Royals wear. The women will wear that.
Yeah,
out
you
and
wear it for
about.
former venues. So you got to do that. You
How
got to
you
do
know?
that.
You
with
ain't never
Swiper.
been in the presence of royalty.
Who, me? Bro, you know what
Let's
I
get
do.
back
so,
to the let's
yeah,
get back to the
exactly.
show, yo.
We can bring up a list of countries that have been through here. I don't tell you about that. Go ahead.
Yo, right quick.
A lot of women wear those at the Kentucky Derby too.
Right.
No, hold on. First off,
No, they gotta wear the
look, no,
big
wait.
ones
I gotta
at-
address the chat. I gotta address the chat. The thing is, y'all, I gotta line with the disrespect. What you ain't finna do is call me Frieza. I hate Frieza. Frieza can kick rocks.
Frieza was alright though.
I hate Frieza. Frieza is the worst character ever on Dragon Ball Z. 100%. Never.
I have no idea what
Never.
you're talking about.
Never.
Hey,
I
but Frieza
can't
was
stand
cold,
Frieza. I
I
can't
have no
stand
idea.
Frieza.
I don't
Hey, but
never
Swiper,
waste
Frieza
my
was a
time.
bad
No,
mother.
man. Frieza
He was a bad
is
mother.
a small. He's a word I'm not going to use, but he's a 5-letter word that never want to stand on business with nobody. And even when Goku tried to save him, he tried to kill him anyway, and then Goku had to kill him. And then he let him out to fight in the Universal Tournament, and then he wanted to backstab his other stuff, wanted to backstab everybody, and then they had to out him. No, I'm good.
He's a
good.
traitor.
So did that word start with a
you
P?
be,
That
Swiper?
5-letter word start with a P, Swiper?
I don't know.
Starts with a B.
Okay.
But hold on, no.
I mean,
Swiper.
it can go either
Who
way.
would you-
I don't know.
Who would
You
you
be calling people monkeys, Jordan?
Oh, I mean, I don't
Kakarot,
watch
you
that.
monkey.
I don't watch that stuff.
You
I've
monkey.
never watched anime before in my life.
You missed. Hey, Jordan, you missing out with that one. But
Not really.
Swiper. Who would you be?
Off Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's easily
Besides
Goku.
Krillin.
It's easily Goku.
Oh, all right. Come on, come on. All right, man.
Ron,
Hey,
on
chill,
this
chill.
show, hold on, Ron.
Chill,
I'll
who
give you
would
the
you
character.
be? Oh,
I'll
I'm
give you the
Michael
character.
Jordan. I'm
Ox-
LeBron James.
Ox is Piccolo. Chill. Mars is Vegeta 100%. You're TN, Ron. Jordan.
Nah, we're not doing this. I swear to God, we're not doing this.
Wait. Piccolo, that's good.
I don't even know what it is.
That's
I'd
good.
like-
Nah,
I'd like to know-
we just gonna move on. That was insane out of Swiper. All right. In the meantime, y'all, while you at it, download the PrizePicks app. Why? Because you could be the Goku of this app, and on top of that, you will get $50 back instantly when you play just 5. And all you got to do is choose 2 or more players in a sport that you like. You choose more or less, and you win money. And it's so easy that we are going to get into it right now. Big Ox, what happened last night?
Well, I told you Luka was gonna sell when you sent that through. I sent you a message and told you like you're
I
selling.
told you
with Luka.
Valanciunas wasn't the best backup big in the league.
Well, he is. He just didn't get enough minutes towards the end. We was getting spanked. But
one more rebound and he would have got it.
Or assist.
Yeah, probably a rebound though, but I get you.
Man, if only Debo was really chain snatching. But this is what happened, y'all. We ended up falling short last night, but we're not going to let that get the best of us because we are right back at it tonight. Ox, what you got up your sleeve? Big Ox?
We had him.
Mr. Ox.
We had him.
Well, y'all, I guess we are going to have to get back to what we have with PrizePicks because Big Ox has been timed out. Damn. Mars jumped out. I feel like this was staged. But either way it goes, download the PrizePicks app, and in a second, we will show you guys the picks that we made for the day. While we're doing that, y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's get back to the game. We were talking about Chet and him defending Jokic, and we were talking about that back-to-back matchup. I do want to throw out there about Chet. Chet can't run for a 7-game series, 48 minutes a night. He gonna have to buck up and play some type of minutes against Jokic. He's gonna have to accept that challenge. If he is who we say he is, one of the best defenders in the league, if he is who we say he is, the best defender on the best defense ever, Chet is going to have to.
Which is going to change that defense. Which is going to change.
But why was yesterday Chet's fault though? Like, because I feel like they were Not fault. Let me not say fault. I'm saying that like what was Chet will have because remember Chet was guarding Porter. Because Porter was at the 4, and so like their defense was pretty spaced out. Like if anything, like I feel like it's their guards like Caruso, Kaysen, SGA. They just weren't containing well at all, like on Murray.
Well, you had mentioned Swiper, and I hope this isn't off the subject, but you had mentioned the difference between both Minnesota and Oklahoma City. Well, without having Cat on the floor, that's more rebounding that you don't have. So that's more opportunities for second chance points that Denver can now have because now they're smaller. Like when you have Rudy and you have Cat on the front line and you have those two bigs who are elite rebounders, there's less opportunity for you guys to get second chance points. Well, more times than I'm not sure if Chet and Hartenstein are going to play at the same time, especially if we're going to have Chet in, especially if we're going to have Hartenstein in foul trouble, which means that now Oklahoma City, for all intents and purposes, has been a good gang rebounding team, but you know, Joker, I think he had almost 20 balls yesterday, something like that, right? So with him rebounding, if you can get Aaron Gordon healthy, I think that you guys can do a good job on the glass. I just think it's gonna. I think it's gonna come down to can SGA, which I think he can. Two things: one, Oklahoma City's perimeter defense, which I think is elite, and can SGA end games. And if he could do that, I think
he ain't gonna find out if he playing me.
They handle Denver.
They'll never find out if I'm playing versus SGA. They'll never find out. It's never gonna be your turn. It will never be your turn. I'll lose 4 games in the series to Lou Dort and Caruso and everybody else on that court, or J-Dub for that matter.
Of course.
If you Mike Malone, do you every time Chet sub in a game, do you send Jokic in there too?
No, I don't change up Jokic patterns at all. They sent I Hart in every time Joker came back in the game for the most part, or J-Dub or J Will.
Right.
So are they going to want I Hart to match every single Jokic minute?
They won't. He'll be in foul trouble. I think J Will play. I think J Will will play.
And so that's what I'm saying though. Like Chet gotta buck up. Chet gotta look at Jokic like this is the top priority in life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying I gotta lock you down. I'm not saying that I'm gonna close the door on you. But if I am who I'm supposed to be, what you guys label me as, and who I believe that I am, he got to be a positive on defense against Jokic.
This is what
he got to make life difficult.
This is what we were talking about the whole time, Ron. And the fact that Oklahoma City's defense is as good as it is, well, Chet makes them even better. Well, how does Chet make them even better? One of the main reasons why they're as good as they are is because they're perimeter defense. Well, now Chet being the rim protector that he is, he makes them better. One part of being a rim protector is that you got to cover the rim, and you do have to guard one-on-one. And to Swiper's point, you're going to have to see Joker in space, and you're going to have to see him on a box. And Joker is such a chameleon in the aspect that he knows how to play against certain guys. Like he knows he can rough Rudy up, but he also knows that he can drag Rudy away from the basket too, and get Rudy away from the basket, knock down long balls, and play more and put Rudy in space. Well, Chet is actually good in space on the perimeter. Mm-hmm. Well, what do I want to do with him? I want to take him down to the box. I want to rough this kid up a little bit. So I think that combination is going to be a problem for Oklahoma City.
I want to shout out Booty Ball. I don't know if y'all know who Booty Ball is, but very well. That's his gameplay. Yeah, Booty Ball. He's in Penn State. Jalen Pickett came off the bench was dirty yesterday.
Booty Ball. Why do they call him Booty Ball?
But he's a post up guard like since Penn State. That's been a moniker that's followed him for several years now.
So because so let me make sure I'm getting this clear.
Like Kyle Lowry, Kyle Lowry.
That's where I'm going with this.
Yeah,
so
it's like a post guard, 100%.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But Kyle Lowry ain't a post guard.
He can though. Remember when Kyle Lowry was younger, he was really good at that, and then as he got older, he faded more out to the perimeter and all that. But Jalen Pickett was great yesterday. He and you know what's funny, Jordan?
Booty Ball. Okay.
They kept trying to target him because he's smaller than everybody, like defensively. Okay. But he don't give up a lot of ground, bro. Like to bigs, obviously he will, but like that also made a difference too because they ran Jalen Pickett, Jamal Murray, Peyton Watson, Zeke Naji.
So you basically saying like when they dishing it out, he dish it back.
Yeah, he's just too big. Like he's too like you know what I mean. Like he's stout for what he's supposed to do or whatever.
He thick.
Yeah, he's thick. Whatever word you want to use.
Shout out BBL Pickett. He definitely did hit a couple big threes. Like that.
He did, and I'm with Mars, bro.
He came in clutch for y'all.
Zeke Najee and Peyton Watson and y'all, they got to play a lot, and they did, and they make a difference for that team defensively. They at least give them a hope, but we'll see.
Yo, share your screen right quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, we gonna go.
Is hilarious.
I'm wondering. I'm wondering really quickly because Swiper. I mean, you guys talked to me about the not Oklahoma City, Denver's rotation. What are you expecting from their rotation moving forward? Because I think their rotation hasn't been bad. I think it's been actually good. I think they've been getting good production from.
They have been a lot better
from their rotation guys.
They've been really a lot better since Zeke Najee started playing the last 6 weeks.
And I think that you guys. I mean, I understand it early, but I mean, as of late, I think you guys have been really critical on Denver and their rotation and how Mike Malone uses them. And I think they're a lot better than what you're giving them credit for, especially this time of year. It's like moving forward, moving closer to the playoffs. Peyton Watson, I think he just came back from injury, so that helps, right? Having him back in the lineup. Russ has been good both in and out of the lineup, whether he's been a starter, whether he's been in rotation. He's been good the entire season. We don't talk nearly as much. And I said this to you yesterday, Swipe, but we don't talk nearly as much about Christian Brown and his improvement. We may have a conversation about Christian Brown being the most improved player in the NBA this season. Because to Mars's point, he is exactly what the MIP is. Exactly. His point total has doubled. I think he's moved into the starting lineup. When he comes off the bench, he's one of the best rotation players in the game. He's exactly what the MIP is. Exactly.
Would you give it to him?
Considering his availability,
who would be in the case? Who would be in the case?
It would be him, and for me, it was Dub, it was J-Dub, Norman Powell, and I think that Christian Brown is now in this conversation off the strength that how much more he's improved, how much more his shot has got knocked down, how much better he is as a defender. I'm watching him navigate through screens. I watch him compete on the defensive end, closing out with the right hand, not just closing out with the right hand, being physical with guys. He's still young, and there's some things that he needs to learn, but he's a lot better than you guys have given him credit for. Am I going to say that he's better than KCP? I'm not going to go that far, but I am going to say that you don't miss a lot with Christian Brown, with KCP. I don't think that there's much that you miss, and I love the fact that he's on the floor. I love that.
So for MIP odds right now, I'm checking it out. Cade is at the top, at least of the site that I'm looking at. Dyson Daniels is second. Tyler Herro's third. Christian Brown's fourth. And Evan Mobley is fifth.
It's four of those guys that probably shouldn't be on the list. Like Christian Brown is more of a most improved. Like some of these guys, like
Dyson too, though. Don't forget about Dyson.
Yeah, but I mean, Cade Cunningham is like, yeah, I guess I don't like the
Jordan. Is it because he was the first pick in the draft? Like because I was the first pick in the draft, I can't improve. Is that what it is? Even though I didn't really do. Even though if you look at my numbers ain't much different this year than they were last year.
But I'm saying when a guy like, let's say Jokic have a hell of a season, right? And then the next year he have a way better season.
Kind of like what's going on now.
Yeah, can he win most improved? Why can't he win most improved then?
That's a good question.
Like, that's why I don't like that, because it's like Christian Brown, I'm perfectly okay with that. Like, that's clear indication of improving, but it's like
Dyson too,
but yeah, I guess
Dyson improved it. Part of it was his role. He went from
exactly. That's what I'm about to say. Like, so that's what I was saying about Dyson. But like,
that's a huge improvement. Not playing and getting clocked.
Yeah, and Dyson literally in defensive player of the year.
Starting, not just getting run. I'm starting now.
That's too.
That's one of the biggest. That's
25, 7, and 6 or something like that.
That's fine. That's one of the biggest improvements you can make, though. Is getting off the bench and starting and being in the game. And
honestly,
I just don't get the
can you make an argument?
Like, why wouldn't Norman Powell be on there?
Well, he was. I think the injuries, right? Wouldn't the injuries kind of took him out of that?
That's what slowed him down. Yes.
I wouldn't even. I don't even think Norman should be in the conversation, because Norman.
Why?
Because it's just the only thing that changed is the numbers.
That's what be changing. But that's what changed for Cade Cunningham. That's the point I'm arguing. Like,
I don't think Cade should be on there either, though.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he should be on there, because
if that's the case, where Tyler Hero name at? You know what I'm saying?
No, where's Jokic's name at? Where's Tyler Hero name on Jokic's name?
Yeah,
See,
so
that's crazy.
these are the top 5 odds. It's Cade,
I didn't even hear you say
Dyson,
Tyler. My bad.
Cade, Dyson, Tyler, Christian Brown,
Oh.
Evan Mobley. In that
That's
order.
dumb. There's
and
only
that's
only
just
2
on
of
the
those
site that I'm
players
on.
deserve to be on
Dumb.
there.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's just dumb. Because it's like, if by that metric, why can't Jokic get on there then?
Didn't Ja Morant win 3 years ago?
Yeah. Like, why
Yeah,
would
that
Ja
was
Morant win most
insane.
improved?
That was
Like,
that was
bro,
the worst. That was
He
the
in the
worst
MVP.
one.
He in the
He
MVP
did see a big jump,
conversation,
though.
and now he most improved.
I don't know exactly.
course.
Hey, matter, but if we're doing it based on role and how much better, man, no, I'm sick of this. He's not going to qualify. Chris Dunn deserves that award more than Cade Cunningham and them do, because you want to talk about somebody going from nowhere to being a
Out the
legitimate like,
NBA.
contending police.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I think we need to put sanctions on the most improved because it's silly. Like it's
Sanctions
silly.
crazy.
He was almost
So
out
what
the league.
Yeah,
is
we need to
this
sanction
supposed to be? Because here's what it seems like we're at odds about. Is it supposed to be you go from like a bench warmer, a guy barely getting minutes, to now you're a very competent NBA player?
That's a big leap.
Like for instance, Dyson Daniels.
That's cool.
Because this is what Ja Morant did that year. He went from averaging 19, 7 assists, 4 rebounds, to averaging 27, almost 28, 7 assists, 6 rebounds.
Yep.
Yeah, but
And
he
if you-
also
and-
had,
and-
he had an
That's-
expanded
that's-
role though. Like he's a number 1 option. Like
Yeah,
I'm not discrediting it, but I do think there's something to like you going from like a bench player or a lower tier starter.
Yep.
And now you're like a contributing, like Derek White went. Remember, Derek White went from the Spurs days, good, and then he went, and then he went to what was that? The 22? What was that 22? When he went there?
When he got to the
22?
Celtics, yes.
And then he went from like that 22 year to like good, and then he went to like boom.
He was a major.
Next
No,
year,
I mean,
borderline
but
all-star player
Swiper, Derek White is kind of the same, and I'm not saying this because of my take, but Derek White, he was the same player in San Antonio. It just was a little bit different. But I would give an example.
Wait a minute, Jordan. What do you mean? What do you mean it was a little bit different, Jordan?
He had spots, but I think consistently he wasn't.
I'm saying he's not playing with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown and Porzingis and Drew Holiday in San Antonio. Like
but
he wasn't playing with them.
But Jordan, look though, Derek White was also good without those players too.
No, that's what I'm saying, Swiper. I'm not saying that those players made him. I'm saying like he's the same player. You just added more guys around him to make his job easier. I'll give a perfect example, and I'll use Taurean Prince. Let's say Taurean Prince is the ultimate role player, right? He's averaging 9 points a game, blah, blah, blah. Then he go on to the next year, and now he's averaging 17. Like 17, 18. That's the most improved. Let's say
Grayson Allen from the year before to last year.
Yeah, like that's the most improved. Not a guy who was averaging 26 and then went and going to average 31. Like at that point, give it to Jokic. Why can't Jokic be most improved?
So 2 things. Number 1, Tracy McGrady should have won most improved if we're doing that. Because Tracy McGrady, the next year when he got to Orlando, I think he led the league in scoring, if I'm not mistaken.
The 02 season?
Yeah, he went from averaging like 15, 16 a game to averaging like 28. Something crazy like that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that because when T-Mac was in Toronto, he had a very limited space.
Ended being better than Vince Carter.
Yes, he ended up averaging.
Like, that's different. Like he should have won that. That's different.
And to your point, Ron,
he did get most improved that year.
So he did win it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, he did win it. Okay.
He went from 15. He averaged like 15, 3 rebounds, 6 or 15, 6 rebounds, 3 assists to averaging 27, 26.8, but 27. 5 assists, 7 rebounds.
But T-Mac, chill, like I said, T-Mac was a bench player. Like you get what I'm saying? Like T-Mac was a role player. That's most improved, not a guy that's a number 1 option, and next year he's still the number 1 option. Like,
well, first of all, Ron,
how you most improving?
So it shouldn't be the numbers. It should more so be the circumstances.
It should be the circumstances around it. I think so.
Got you. Okay.
First of all, Ron, to your point, I mean, Ja Morant won it. He himself thought Desmond Bain should have won it. He actually gave the trophy to Desmond Bain. He didn't.
I would have been okay with Desmond Bain winning it too.
He was the most improved player.
If we're doing most improved, Malik Beasley deserves to be higher on the list too.
I just think I don't want to get away from what we were talking about.
Wouldn't be mad at that, Swipe.
I just want to make sure that
he might win 6 man. I think
Beasley.
No,
I think he's better than Peyton Pritchard, but you know,
does Shaden belong in this conversation?
Peyton Pritchard is not a point guard, bro. Peyton Pritchard is a straight just bucket getter, bro. Peyton Pritchard here.
Shaden Sharp.
That backup lead guard thing, chill, for Peyton Pritchard, he ain't leading nothing but the bucket. That's all he doing. That's all he sees, the ocean.
Yeah.
So Malik Beasley is second. Peyton Pritchard has the top odds, and this is once again on the site that I'm on. Obviously, it can vary depending on what.
And Pritchard got that 41 ball. That's what did it.
Yeah, so it got Pritchard at number 1, Malik Beasley at 2, DeAndre Hunter at 3, Nas Reed at 4, and Ty Jerome at 5. And at 6, Russell Westbrook.
Stop
I mean,
lying, bro.
Russell Westbrook
You
started.
a goddamn lie. Ain't nobody put Russell Westbrook in no most.
But Malik Beasley being
37
second
years
is.
old.
Hey, I want to put a stamp on there.
Oh, not most
next year,
improved. That was 6 men.
Next year, top 5
yeah,
most
6 man.
improved is going to be Carlo Maktovic from the Pelicans, backup center.
I want
Shaky swiper.
I
The guys
just
He's
like
cold,
that,
bro. He can
hammer-
shoot, dog. He's a
shaky
shooter, bro.
swiper.
I just wanted to hammer
Shaky.
home the point that a guy like Christian Brown in the rotation in Denver, which has been playing a lot better than what they were playing in the past, I think Denver's rotation needs to have more credit than what it had, what it's had in the past. And I watched that game yesterday, and they actually did win the Joker minutes. I think it was in the fourth quarter when Joker came off the bench. And Joker had he didn't come into the game until like 8 or 9 minutes, and they were winning the Joker minutes.
lead.
I did like that about
or the Joker minutes.
the non-Joker minutes. I thought
Yeah,
that
they
they
did in second step,
I thought that they did well with Joker off the floor.
That's good, Jamal.
Chill and swiper. I have a little slight pushback, not too much of a crazy pushback, and I got to start announcing that before I start saying stuff because the chat will swear I will die on that hill. But the non-Joker minutes, I get it, swiper. Like I know, like that's something like you like to talk about, like the team did this in the non-Joker minutes, the team did that in the non-such and such minutes. But my thing is like it's so many factors that plays into a team playing well in the minutes because it's also
Like
so
what?
many factors.
Like what?
Like-
J-Dub not being on the court.
Yeah,
That
like
matters,
somebody
sure.
else not on the court with them too.
Yep.
Like you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
a bad defender that would normally be on the floor is not on the floor. So it's
Yep.
kind of like
Yeah,
when you
Julian
kinda-
Stroughton not being there made a difference, by the way. Just clear about
but
that.
I don't know if you've trolled or not, but maybe you're not. But all I'm saying is it's so many things that play into for you to like hang somebody on that hit. Like the team is so bad when Jokic is not in the game, and it's like it's so many
but I think
factors.
Jordan,
don't
some of that stuff
necessarily agree with that.
they're very dependent on Jamal Murray's
Yes.
floor raising because remember that in those lineups they're going to have like a bunch of defenders or in DeAndre Jordan or Zeke and then like Michael Porter. That's more of a playoff backup. Like
Agree on that.
and
I
so
definitely agree on
if
that.
Jamal's not able to score,
Where the points
they're
coming from.
typically not like super good defensively.
Yeah.
So then like they're losing those minutes because they have to be able to at least like maintain. I think, but the thing is, as
So do they
Jamal's
ever
gotten
lose minutes
healthier-
with Jokic on the floor?
Yeah, but that rarely happens. But when it does, the Nuggets typically lose those games because that's kind of they don't have the ability to have that swing. They got to be good in the starter minutes, and then they have to like hold water. But then if they
see,
don't, go ahead.
I get what you're saying, and I'm only pushing back on that because it's like you say the starter minutes, and then when Jokic get out the game, the non-Jokic minutes. It's like
Well, the starters are just the highest paid players.
kind of
though.
like I
No,
get
but
you,
you
but it's
understand
kind
what I'm
of
saying?
like
They're the highest paid players on the team, so because of that, they have to be good because the team doesn't
Right.
have like the infrastructure outside of them to make it work. So that's what I mean. Like, but then the Jokic minutes are like the full first quarter, full third quarter, and then that rest of the half of the second, and then the rest of the half of the fourth. Like they have to win those minutes in order to actually like typically win games, and they usually do. But Jokic has lost his minutes. I think that was versus it's one of the playoff teams they just played, maybe the Pacers. I can't remember who it was. They lost a Jokic minute, but they won the non-Jokic minutes pretty significantly and won the game. So the more they do that, the better the team will get. And I think they're going to need that in the playoffs too. Because remember, Mars had asked this question like astutely before. Why is Jokic plus minus so different in the playoffs? I think some of that is teams are playing their best lineups versus the Jokic lineups to minimize those minutes. And then, but that means the non-Jokic minutes with Murray and Gordon and Porter, they have to go out there and like actually like either extend or get the lead versus these inferior units that are out there. But I think if Jamal Murray's hitting the shots, y'all, if Peyton Watson's there, if Zeke Naji's there, and then you got Jamal on the floor, and then Michael Porter's on the floor, I think for me that can work. That's a good enough like second unit. Maybe y'all disagree with that.
yeah, I disagree with that Zeke Naji and I like
Hey,
Peyton
respect
Watson,
Zeke
but
Naji.
no, I'm cool with Zeke Naji too, but I just disagree. Like he's gonna let you down in the playoffs. Like, I'm just being honest with you. Those players like
he
that
plays
let you down.
defense. He plays
I
defense.
want to
Yeah,
ask
they
you
ain't gonna be
guys.
enough in the playoffs.
So obviously, OKC won the first night. Man, everybody felt the way that they felt about OKC winning. Thing about us being humans is our emotions and thoughts can be swayed.
Yep.
We've seen what happened last night. So with the Denver Nuggets and the OKC Thunder going 2-2 in the season. How do we feel about this matchup in the playoffs? Who are you guys taking?
I still like Oklahoma City. I do. I still like Oklahoma City. I think their perimeter defense is going to be the difference in the game in SGA. I think that you have to eat Joker's production. That's just, I know that sounds wild, but you just got to eat it. That's just what it is. Joker's going to do what Joker does, and if we can slow down the rest of those guys, if we can neutralize MPJ and take him slightly out of the series, and then now that makes other guys have to make up for that production, and I don't think that they have anybody that can make up for that. And I think Oklahoma City can speed the game up with their defense, and Denver's transition defense has made it very clear that they can get buckets when they want. They've made it clear that Oklahoma City can get buckets whenever they want. And if Oklahoma City does that, I think that they can handle Denver in 6 games.
Chill. You said eat Jokic production. As our illustrious L hosts say, that's a buffet.
Ooh.
That's a buffet. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you're that hungry. You know what I mean? That's a lot of eating.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, though, I got Denver in the 7-game series against OKC. I think I know it's been disproven many a times here on the panel.
Yep.
But I do think experience matters. I still, even as many times as it's been disproven, I got to ride with the fact that I think they still got a championship core. You know what I mean, with those 4 guys, Jokic, Aaron Gordon, MPJ, and of course Jamal Murray. I think they just got a little too much for OKC. I think they can handle it. For OKC, I think they can handle it for sure.
Can I say the same thing, Ox, about Oklahoma City? It's not like this crew just got together. I mean,
I'm not saying that they're just completely inexperienced. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say that, but I do think Aaron Gordon brings a whole nother level. You know what I mean, to a basketball team. Yep. I like Aaron Gordon.
They only got one player in the rotation that's been past the second round, right? Wow, Caruso, that's it.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe.
Championship experience, though.
No, he's a champion. He played well in the finals.
That's a fact. But I don't think it's C7. I think I got Denver in probably 6.
6. Wow. Okay.
Jordan?
Right. I got Denver. Yeah, I want to say in 5.
Wow.
Serving these dudes, huh?
What?
I'm not mad at that.
But I've been consistent with. I think Denver has the better chance to win the. I said the Lakers do, but then they lost Anthony Davis, so now I kind of changed my mind a little bit. But I think Denver just has the most complete playoff team. Like as far as like when playoffs gonna come, I just think Denver just can do it like to anybody. I had the Lakers too, but now I just got Denver.
Morris? OKC. And how many?
6. 6 is just a safe bet when you think that the series isn't a wash, but you don't think it goes to 7. I don't know.
So 5 or 6?
It could be a sweep. It could be a close sweep, or it could be a blowout of 6. Like, I don't know. But
and we've seen that before too, by the way.
Yeah,
yes, we have.
Like, it doesn't. I don't know, but I'll say 6 because why not? Because I think OKC just have this ability to play 6-7 minutes of some of the best defense you've ever seen and blow games open. And I don't think any team in the West really has that same ability to go on the type of runs that OKC can for the length of time that OKC can do it. Where it's a 4-point game, either in OKC's favor or not in OKC's favor. And then 6 minutes later, they're up 19. It's like they have the ability to swing games that they don't look like they're dominating, and then by the end of it, they're dominating. I mean, we saw it on Sunday. It was a close game. I think it was 7 or whatever. Late
they cut it to 6 at one point,
and then they just blow it open. We see it against Boston earlier this season. It was a close game in the first half. Then they blew it open against Cleveland earlier this season. It was a close game, and then they dominate. Or no, not a game they dominate from start to finish, but like we've seen it routinely that this defense can go on runs that just stifle teams. I think they have enough to where they can have some games where they have some success against Jokic. I think Jokic is going to be the best player in the series. But I think Shea is also just unstoppable for that Denver defense. You look at what they give up. Either they put 2 on the ball with Shea and then you have to play that 4-on-3, or they're conceding. Like their defense organically concedes shots in Shea's comfort zone. Shea's going to, I think, be very comfortable in that series. They switch a lot against J-Dub. J-Dub in a one-on-one matchup against certain people. I think he has an edge in certain situations in that situation. And then I just don't trust Denver's shooters to consistently shoot outside of MPJ. I know Aaron Gordon's numbers suggest otherwise, but like you said with Lou Dort earlier, OKC going to live with Aaron Gordon. They're going to live with Christian Brown. They're going to live with Russell Westbrook. They're going to live with Zeke Naji. They're going to live with Peyton Watson. They're even going to live with Jokic threes. And I know he's knocking down 43% of them, but if you can keep Jokic out the teeth for the defense, like you live with those results. There's a reason why so many of Jokic's threes are wide open, even this year, and he's knocking them all down. Like, teams have to pick that poison. Here's what it is.
And I want to, because Swiper made this face. It sounds like he doesn't like something that you said. But 2 things, Mars. To be honest with you, what you said, it kind of sounds like the Warriors. Like what they do is like the teams stick around, and then ultimately they just choke you out, and they slowly choke you out. Where a lead can be 6, that lead turns into 9, that lead turns into 14, and then the next thing you know,
they had 2 assassins.
Golden State's a good example. Golden State is a good example. I can
Not really. I don't think so, Mars, because the Warriors had, and at one time they had 3, but the Warriors had 2 assassins that can go for 50 and a quarter or 30.
Even this year, 20 and a quarter can go on runs. Like they can still go on runs. So but that third quarter, Golden State they do some devil magic. I don't know how to explain it.
Mars, do you think as far as OKC and Denver go though, am I tripping? You know, it's sometimes I just don't know ball. But am I tripping to think that maybe Jamal 2 or 3 games out of a 7-game series could match SGA's productivity from the wing?
Hey, Ox, if I could get if Jamal can give me a game. Oklahoma City got trouble. If Jamal can give me a game,
I'm talking just box score, just points. I'm talking about just
point for point. Yeah, it could be a game where SGA has like 36 and Jamal's right there with 33, 34.
Man,
that can happen. That can.
I think, and that's where those are the type of things that move me in a series, just as a whole. Like, how many games can I get from this guy? How many games can you win for me? How many games can you win for me? I think Jamal can get Denver 2. You know what I mean? And if Jamal can get him 2, Jokic is good for 2 or 3.
Well, it's really
I need Aaron Gordon. I need Aaron Gordon and MPJ to play really good in the same game with Najee and my man Christian Brown. I don't know. I think we could. I like to look at series like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As far as boxing, like what round can you get? What round can you get? So I'm looking at
that's my point.
The playoffs, like how many games can you get from each?
Right.
My point is this though, about Oklahoma City. That's why I said it's not the same as the Warriors, Chill, because I don't believe that Oklahoma City has 2 guys that can do that for them. I don't think so. I think Denver.
So you don't believe in J-Dub?
No, not like that in the playoffs. No, I don't think they have.
I don't either, and I really like
J-Dub. Yeah, and I like J-Dub too.
I mean, it depends what you're asking him to do, but if you're about to win a game,
but that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. Two. The Warriors had 2 guys. Like you said, Chill, they can be around 9 points, 11-point game, or they can be down 9 points, 11 points. Then Clay catch fire, Curry don't hit nothing, Clay on fire, and then now the 4th quarter, Curry on fire, and it's like
they have Lou Dort for that.
Swiper trolling, but anyways, that's what I'm saying.
I've seen him do it.
I did see him do it too.
Yeah, versus the Mavs too this year.
But you trolling though.
You remember that game 7, Jordan? You remember that game 7?
I do remember, but that's that's crazy. I'm just saying the Thunder don't have that, and the Nuggets do.
Right.
And that's why I said it's not the same.
Jordan, the Thunder do have that though, and Mars is amazing to it. Their defense is that. Like, so we might not go on a 20-0 run, but you won't score in this next 7 minutes.
I don't think they can do that for
they go on a 20-0 run without being like this dominant offense.
Basically that. Like we just turn your water off. We turn all y'all bills off.
But they ain't gonna do that. They're not turning the water off for the Nuggets. They're not stopping the Nuggets. The Nuggets would just have to miss shots.
I mean, it is fair though, Jordan. To their point though, like with basketball being a game of runs, OKC is one of those teams that can get you a quick. Here's a 10-2 run, boom. Here's a 6-0 run, boom.
Right.
And then next thing you know, They up 17, 18 points, and they never went on a 20-2 run. It's just a bunch of 6-0 runs, 8-2 runs,
Yeah, that's a
10-4
fact.
runs.
That's a fact. But all I'm saying is I don't believe the Thunder in the playoffs. Now the regular season is a little bit different, but the Thunder in the playoffs, I don't think they just cutting Denver water off. I don't think it's
Well, but again, the ultimate caveat to that though, Jordan, is Murray healthy? That if he is anywhere other than what he is right now, that series is over in 5 games. Like he would have to be like at his most optimal self.
Bro, he been hurt the last 2-3 years.
No, he's fine now, but he's fine. Like he was hurt early in the year and all that stuff, but he's been fine. That's the difference between him and trash Murray. Murray was averaging 18 on like 51 true shooting for the first.
He wasn't good old Lester days.
Yeah, he was horrible. Good. And then ever since Ron gave him that dumb nickname, he's been playing better than a lot of point guards, including his
I was just trying to inspire you and the whole city.
And it worked. Looks like it worked.
It did work. But I think I don't know, bro. Like I'm not all the way there yet. But the thing about the Thunder, though, I told you, their offense has been cooking lately, bro. But I don't know, man. Like I don't think the Nuggets are afraid of their defense because I think they feel comfortable right now where they are physically. I think that's the biggest because everybody knows most of the playoffs is mental. Like mentally, do I feel good? Do I feel comfortable? Do I feel like I can get to my spot? Even if I have to go through you, do I feel confident I can go through you? And bro, Murray was hunting. He was like SGA putting in the post, Case and Wallace, trying to get Dort off him, Caruso. Like and then Michael Porter. Like it just depends. Like how's Porter playing? Like is Gordon available? Is he healthy? When Jokic is out of the game, are they sustaining runs? Like is J-Dub just shot making crazy? Like Peyton Watson has to play good defense. Christian Brown has to play good defense. Zeke Naji has to play good defense. Russell Westbrook has to have good defensive possessions.
Yep.
It's a lot of like they have to do this in order to make this work. And I'm saying they can, but OKC right now just has the higher floor. And so I think Mars is to the point trusting their floor more than he's trusting the Nuggets floor. And I think that's completely fair. But I do understand the concept, Jordan. Jokic and Murray can give you 70 in three games in that series. And so at that point, it's like, can you get enough stops on the other end?
And Oklahoma City, that defense is going to be tested, which would explain, Jordan, why I said that Ron ended up stealing some of my thunder, why I said about the Warriors, because the way that Oklahoma City plays, I think J-Dub is the difference anyway. I don't think that I don't think that he's there yet, but I do think that he's good enough in a series. I'm not talking about later on in the round. I'm talking about I think he's good enough in a series, for example, against Denver, where their defense can stifle and slow down Denver to the point where that can pick up his offense. Mm-hmm. And to be able to get a team like Oklahoma City where I could get 25 out of J-Dub in a game or two to Ox's point. If I can get 25 and maybe half of that comes from the defense, and I can get another 30 out of SGA, and I can get Case and Wallace, who's also been really good on defense. If I can get another 12 to 15 from him on defense, that's how that lead builds, and it throws Denver in the hole that it throws.
But look, chill. You playing with me? iHeart gonna be your third leading scorer on a lot of nights. You're gonna get a lot of shots with iHeart. Like, cause at that point, it's just like I said, like, what do you have to be able to take away something. And I'm telling you, Jordan, SGA, you're not gonna find out if SGA can close a series. You'll never find out. You'll never find out.
You're doing everything that you can.
You'll never find out. It'll be like, damn, they left a wide open three. You'll never find out. Like, you will never find out.
Somebody else got to do it. Series. And I'm not objective to that, yo. Somebody else got, not him. Somebody else got to do it. I'm all on board with that. Ron, if Lou Dort, if we get into the meat and potatoes of the game, we get into 6 minutes in the third, 5 minutes in the fourth, and we got a 2-possession game. This dude, Lou Dort, he got to make shots. Hartenstein, right. That floater, he's got to make that for the rest of the night. Because he's
gonna make that.
Well, he's gonna have to do it.
He's gonna break it a little bit yesterday as the game went on.
Yeah, he's gonna have to do that. He's gonna have to do that all night because
I don't want to find out. I'm telling you, I don't want to find out. You want to find out. My will for you not to find out is stronger than your want to find out. I'm doubling it.
For real. That's real talk. And I know it sounds a lot easier than it actually is.
Swiper mentality.
But the idea of 100%, J-Dub, you're gonna have to do it. Wallace, you're gonna have to do it because SGA ain't doing it. No, he
Well,
can't.
chill. Well, to both of y'all, Swiper, y'all don't got anybody over there that y'all would be comfortable with taking that one-on-one fade for a couple possessions in a close one.
Wait, what you saying? What you said? What?
SGA?
One-on-one
Yeah,
with SGA.
No,
I'm just curious. Do you have anybody over there on that roster?
Is there anyone you want to sacrifice to die? Okay.
No,
Right.
I don't.
Basically,
No.
yeah. So I'm just curious.
No.
Swipe. So if you don't got anybody, y'all up 3, a minute and 40 seconds left in the game where you're like, look, Lou Dort done hit 5 threes already. Wiggins and Isaiah Joe, they their wrist is real loose. They're hitting it. You're not
make six. They're gonna make
45 today. Damn.
Okay, no, I'm cool with
No,
that.
I know what you're saying. I'm not leaving Aaron Gordon one-on-one with SGA. I'm not leaving Christian Brown one-on-one on the right wing with SGA.
I want to be clear.
And Christian Brown is a damn good defender.
And I'm fine with that.
Don't still makes them.
No, but the difference to Swiper's point, this offense is better than your defense. So no, I'm not leaving him one-on-one by himself. No, I'm not doing that.
Yo,
Now,
I
like
do
I
gotta
said,
say this.
Go ahead, Ron.
Because I don't like how y'all doing, my man.
Who?
Now I understand that SGA is SGA.
J-Dub,
Hold on, I'm about to get to it.
Oh.
I understand that SGA is SGA, and you don't want him to close the game. And I'm not saying you don't live with J-Dub doing what he does. All I'm saying is, if I'm Mark Daigneault, J-Dub,
Cool.
come on,
Got to. That's good.
J-Dub,
Come on,
come
walk.
on.
Come on,
And
walk.
here's
You say
win
End
us this
Do it.
series.
End it. Yeah,
Not even just this game. Win us
Denver
this
and
series.
5.
They are
But-
double.
but
But
Mars,
see, Mars, it's not just the this
Ron,
year
what
thing, though.
Ron, what has
It's
to happen?
I'm trying to build an alpha mentality in him.
I know
Like,
what
you
you're
don't
saying,
need
Ron,
J-Dub,
but
or
essentially,
you don't need SGA. SGA needs you, and not just
Ron.
for this year, next year, the year after that.
Yeah, and I can 100%.
You got to chill. J-Dub got to
I
come
do
in as a
get that.
killer.
Here's the difference with that though. You asking J-Dub to pick his game up right now because that means that SGA is getting taken out of the series. Good luck with that. Good luck.
I don't think that's the wrong. I don't know if that's
Spots
the wrong
in the
saying.
quarter. Out of the series is crazy.
Not-
out of the spot, out of certain spots in the quarter. Yeah. 100%.
Okay, sure. But to say to Ron's point, to say J-Dub, I need you to win us this series. That means that we basically got SGA slowed down.
But let me
We
take
had
down
him slowed
precedence
down,
this show.
and
The
SGA
Nuggets, the Nuggets didn't even do this.
Real quick though, stop it because the thing about it is that's a conversation you have a week or two before the playoffs even start.
Right.
We get that's just getting J-Dub mentality. Like
We
J-Dub,
need
you're not playing second fiddle to SGA. You know what I'm saying? When you got the ball or when you're moving without the ball or whatever you're doing, you're not concerned like, oh, well, Shay's there. You play your game in a very aggressive manner on the offensive end. You're not playing second fiddle to Shay at all. I think that's the mentality that you want J-Dub to go in with. Just in case, to your point, some way, somehow, somebody does slow Shay down. We're gonna need J-Dub to step his game up. I don't want J-Dub going in there looking like, this is SGA's time. I'm just here to back him up. Like, nah, not at all.
Ox, how did the Warriors end up beating the Rockets in 17?
17?
The refs.
18.
17,
18.
You mean he
18.
talking about 17?
Yeah. They did what they did to get Scott Foster for Game 7.
They what?
They did what they did to get Scott Foster. That's what they did. They
Oh,
put a little money in his pocket.
Scott Foster, that's crazy.
Cheat.
I don't believe that, Swiper. I don't believe that the NBA would ever cheat with
the NBA would
Never.
never. The NBA would never rig a game.
They would never do that.
They just know. Scott
Imagine
Foster
that
was
rigging the Western
dominating.
Conference Finals.
Shout out to Scott
somebody-
Foster. Get that bread, boy. Get that money.
Somebody just declare like, all right, this is a big game. Scott Foster, you're on the crew. Ain't no way in hell with the reputation Scott Foster got. There's no way in hell you just gonna put him on the
Scott
crew.
Foster's a
Knowing
reputable
that-
ref.
This is the NBA, Jordan. They don't cheat,
reputable
bro.
from Chris
Come on.
Paul, and he like won in like 60 against Scott Foster.
That ain't Scott Foster's fault. Chris Paul didn't step his game up.
Well, to be fair, Chris Paul didn't play.
He didn't play that game. But Scott
See?
Foster. First of all, Ron, I will pull up the video. It was at least 21 points worth of missed calls.
We watched it on Playback, Jordan. I've done
man.
this. We've watched
Yeah,
it.
I watched
locked in.
Like,
Y'all
it
should've
was
locked
21
in.
points worth of missed calls, bro.
Just in game 7?
How many points worth
Yeah.
of
Did y'all watch? Did y'all look at the other way? How many missed calls? How many points on
Hold
missed
on.
calls?
How many points worth of
many
answer your question.
Many.
I'm about to answer your question. I'm about to answer your question.
Jordan
No,
Bell.
hold on, Ron. I'm about to answer your question.
It was 27 straight, but technically it
No,
wasn't.
no,
James
it
Harden
wasn't
made one.
27 straight because
James Harden made one. And
two.
he waved them off. They waved it
off.
So no, it wasn't 27.
See, look.
Wait, what's the clock? Were they good late?
No, they called it on the floor when he was clearly in the shooting
fouls
motion.
on the floor that were clearly not fouls on the floor. That's why.
Jordan.
So
he
human
made
error.
them.
Come on, y'all.
Ain't no
I know
human
there's a
error.
Jokic, like,
Bro,
you can agree.
he in a shot. He in a shot, and the ref immediately. No shot.
Should have been an
Immediately.
Should have been an
immediately. Like
Jordan, the refs would never do that. This is the NBA.
They would. Clay had his hand out like this, and like James Harden do when you put your hand out, he started shooting motion. The ref before he closed his eyes. No shot.
What about the other 27 threes?
We wouldn't have to talk about it if James Harden get his free throw in the 3 points. That's 4 points.
Wait, what year was the Kevin Durant out of bounds?
What about the other one?
The next year.
That was to this day. Is that the worst missed call you've ever seen in the playoff setting?
Horrible. The referee looking dead at him.
His both feet was on the ground. Chill.
That was not,
like, come on, bro.
You know the NBA was not happy with the Houston Rockets. It's because they saw the way the game was going with the analytics, and it was like,
y'all gotta understand that either way, the Cavaliers beat the dog out the Rockets.
That's amazing. I would have liked to find out. I would have liked to find out.
Yo, Jordan Brown would have been looking at
PJ
Tucker starting at the center.
Go back. First of all, he wasn't starting. It was Capella. Go back and look at that year. We ate dog food against the Cavs. Like, what nobody wants to
Who's your coach, Jordan?
Mike D. Stop playing with Mike D.
Oh, that's
the offensive genius. Yeah,
stop playing with Mike D. We ate dog food against the Cavs. We was ready for that.
Stop playing with Mike D.
Mike
D. Stop playing around with that video game offense and implemented some systems.
No. Yeah, you know what systems they implemented?
James Harden.
Cheat.
Oh, that's
what they did. They said, "Hey, pack their ass up, refs."
Yeah, it was blatantly
rigged. Get a pass block.
Yo, chill. What would that? How would that series have went in your
Jordan Bell screen? Yeah.
How would that series have went? Cavs versus Rockets. Who wins that? How many games?
I was rooting for the Rockets in 2018 because I thought
it would have been Rockets in 6.
I think it would have been a much better matchup for them playing against the Rockets than it was against Golden State because Golden State's firepower was way too much. I felt like
we was kicking their ass.
First and foremost, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I told Mars this. Didn't Iguodala get hurt in that series?
He was hurt.
Yeah, so if he doesn't get hurt, they make quick work of y'all in 5 games. Y'all would have been finished. So he ended up getting hurt. They would have made quick work of y'all.
Yeah, but Chris Paul, how dare I bring up Chris Paul?
Yeah,
Chris Paul not tore that hamstring, we would have got them out of there in 6.
Yeah, I suppose.
And that would have been the biggest
he got hurt
in NBA history.
And then got swept in the finals, though.
Yeah,
Chris Paul wasn't in the finals.
Chris Paul wasn't even hurt. He was just ducking that Steph Curry fade.
No, bro, we would have pulled.
He was going out there.
The Rockets would have pulled off the biggest.
Put that on Chris Paul. Chris Paul ain't never done.
The Rockets would have pulled off the biggest heist in NBA history, and that was stopping the Warriors too. Bro,
it's Rockets in 5 or 6. I'll give him a game.
Yeah, bro. Like,
Rockets
you don't realize what the Rockets did to the Warriors that people didn't understand.
Y'all don't realize that would have been bronze. Y'all don't realize that would have been bronze easiest. That would have been bronze easiest final.
No, it wasn't. Bro,
that would have been the easiest final of
this. Listen, Ox, you don't realize that the Rockets
sucked. What are y'all talking
about? Listen, chill.
They were the third best team in the league that year, chill. At the maximum, they were the third best team in the league that year, chill. Do you disagree with that?
Cleveland?
Yeah, behind the Warriors and Rockets, they were the third best team in the NBA that year, and at the max.
And with that, tell everybody here who they had.
Who?
They're the best player in the league.
What
but listen,
that dog walk in the finals. What are you talking about?
I'm sorry, because they had Steph Curry and Draymond Green.
That's the point. James Harden and CP3 walk through them.
The Warriors were the best team in the NBA. I don't think
y'all don't realize that the Rockets were the best team in the NBA that year.
That wasn't an average.
What do you think James Harden? If you think James Harden was struggling, what do you think James Harden would have did?
Isolations on Kevin Love, by the way.
The Rockets were factually the best team in the NBA that year, Ox.
That's who
They were the best team in the NBA.
What is factually? They had the best record.
It's LeBron.
They had the best record.
Yeah.
They had the best record. They had the best offense.
Yeah.
They were on the top 6 defense. Like,
Yes, they had.
like,
Are the
Chill,
Cavs
chill,
factually
chill.
the best team in the NBA?
James
'Cause last I
Harden
checked,
got LeBron James on the
I
isolation.
think OKC
Step back three.
Jordan, you got the Cavs?
But
y'all
Mars,
don't realize
you-
that-
Jordan,
Mars,
do you have the Cavs
you
this
say
year?
Boston's the best team, though, right, Mars?
in the playoff setting, I think they are the best team. Yeah,
Okay.
and
But
they
y'all
have the
don't
third
realize
best
that-
record in the
I
NBA.
think Golden State were the best team in the NBA. I think Houston was second.
Y'all don't
That's
realize this. Y'all don't realize the reason why the Rockets had success against the Warriors is because the Rockets made them play 1-on-1.
Yes, they
And-
switched everything.
And they had the defenders to do that. And they would have done it against the Cavs, and the Cavs would have been disarray. They did that to the Cavs and had them in disarray. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like,
So you guys were locked in, bro.
Hey, let me tell you.
no, it's
not about that. It's not about that.
Why is it not about that?
I just said this 20 minutes ago. If you go into a series and your plan against Denver is to stop Jokic, you're stupid. If you go into a series and your plan is to stop LeBron, you're stupid. That's not the idea. It's not slow down LeBron. It's the reality of the situation.
He just said y'all had 1-on-1 defenders.
Yeah,
So now I'm asking, what are you
yeah,
doing
so
with
we
LeBron?
switch everything and make them play 1-on-1.
When LeBron played well in the 2018 finals, they got mocked. When LeBron played well in the 2014 finals, they got mocked. When LeBron played well in the 2015 finals, they got mocked. Let's not act like we haven't seen LeBron play well and get destroyed in the
Who
finals.
are the teams we are talking
The
about?
Rockets were better.
The Rockets were better than every team they played.
Hey, no, wait, chill. Listen.
LeBron's played well and got destroyed in the finals many times.
Who against who?
Why would the
Warriors not the
Rockets
Rockets?
beat them that year? Why are we rewriting
That's not the
history?
Rockets.
Why are we rewriting history on that Rockets?
We're talking about the Spurs and
We're not rewriting
Warriors.
history.
That Rockets team was one of the best teams of the 2010s.
Is that 2014? Is that Rockets team better than that Spurs team in 2014?
No.
I'm not gonna lie to you,
Hell
dog.
no. Even if they are not, which I'm fine to concede. I'm fine to concede.
Okay.
The 14 Heat clear the 2018 Cavs. Clear them.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that.
You can just be quiet about the fact that the 14 Spurs are better than the Rockets. The 14 Heat are so much better than the 18 Cavs, and they still lost by, a Skip Bayless would say, a record margin. You know why? Because LeBron playing well is not enough to just win a series. I don't understand how this is
not against the Warriors.
It's not a foreign concept,
the man. It's 4-6.
You're the favorite going into the
He's
Spurs
lost
series,
6
though.
times. He played so great in
That was
so
a really
many
good team.
finals, and he's still 4-6. So how are we still arguing that LeBron playing great alone?
Nobody said that.
Chill. Who else was on that team for the Cavs? Who else was on that Cavs team that year?
So J.R. Smith,
Cooked.
Kevin Love,
Cooked. George Hill.
That's what I'm thinking about. George Hill, Tristan Thompson,
Cooked. Channing Frye, right?
Channing Frye was on that team.
Cooked.
There's no way they sticking with the Rockets, bro.
I'm trying to figure out.
I'm serious. This is all. This is
was on
blind
that
faith in LeBron. When we've seen,
but
But he's lost 6 of them. He's lost 6.
Against the Spurs.
Best player in all those series, except for the first one.
The Spurs.
He lost 6 finals. He's been the best player in at least
every time LeBron's been
9
in the finals
against better teams.
The Rockets were better than the Cavs that year.
Mars, can I ask you a question? Are we
They lost the better team, Swiper.
Mars, is it fair to say that Mars, to your point, you talking about James, to your point, you talking about LeBron James being awesome in the finals and them losing. Have we not seen James Harden fold up like a lawn chair in a playoff series? Have we not seen that? In fact,
in 2018 we didn't.
When has James Harden? No, because you're saying it, but like we need to understand basketball.
We do. We 100%.
Okay, so when has James Harden had a bad playoff series against one of the 5 worst defenses in the NBA? When? Tell me one.
When does he play? When does he
against
play
one of the worst defenses in the NBA? When does he play bad?
Okay, so that Cavs defense in the playoffs.
That Cavs defense sucked, too.
In the playoffs?
Yeah, LeBron was just really
playoffs?
damn good. LeBron was really spectacular for them.
You can't.
LeBron was really spectacular.
Even though he was, you still have to play defense. You still have to rebound. And they did that in the playoffs. Now, what you're going to tell me is you're going to tell me
the Cavs ranked 11th in defense in the playoffs of the 16 teams. The only teams below them that got past the first round was the Toronto Raptors. Every other team that was a worse every other team that was a worse defense than the Cavs lost in round 1. The Spurs, the Heat, the Blazers, and the Timberwolves, all Western Conference teams. If you look at the Eastern Conference, the Cavs had the second worst defense. The only team that was worse defensively was the Raptors, whose defensive rating was so bad because they got destroyed by the Cavs. Their defense was terrible against the Cavs, so their defensive rating is at the bottom. The Cavs had one of the worst defenses in the playoffs. So yes,
in the NBA, actually,
their defense sucked. In the regular season, their defense sucked. The Cavs' defense was bad. We're not doing revisionist history. At the time, everyone said the Cavs had no business even being in the finals. At the time, everyone said the Cavs sucked. At the time, everyone said the only reason they're here is because of LeBron. Now you're trying to tell
nobody said that. Who did that?
No, that's what y'all saying. That's what you're saying about LeBron.
Wait. Leave that as the take a deep breath. Who said? Take a deep breath. Who at the time in 2018 said these Cavs suck? Who said that?
No, that was definitely
relative to the team before that.
James,
absolutely wrong.
They didn't have Kyrie.
No,
they weren't as good.
Rob, you guys are just in the chat lying. Y'all are lying in the chat right now. Yo, look. The thing about y'all in the chat is whenever we have an argument, Mars say something, y'all think we gotta agree with it. You agree with it. I don't agree with that.
Since the 07 Cavs. That's what they were saying. They were saying it's the worst team to make the finals since the Cavs in 07. That's what they were saying.
I mean, Brown on for 4 of those years too. He wasn't on the team, so yeah, those years don't count.
I'm not saying the worst.
I got it, bro.
I'm saying the worst team to make the finals in 11 years. That's what
every time y'all start talking about LeBron. This is what y'all do, especially Chill. They have LeBron. They were getting walked down. They were getting walked down. They have lost. He lost 6 finals, even though he was the best player in the world during the entire stretch because the other team was much better. Okay, 07, cool. Much better.
But wait. Saying
every single time we bring up LeBron, here's you. But they have LeBron. James Harden would have had him.
They were a playoff team. Does that make you feel better? We're talking about relative.
No, none of it makes me feel any type of way. I'm saying that you can't say that this team was worse than this team, so that means they suck. That's what I said. I heard you say that team sucked. And I'm like, they didn't suck. But then y'all say, well, they were the worst team to make the finals since that. Okay, that's cool. But that don't mean they suck.
Okay, were they? Okay. Because I guess when I say things,
it's all good.
Yeah, when I say things, I already know what I mean, but I understand people don't know why. The Cavs were not a bad basketball team. They aren't the Charlotte Hornets. Okay.
At one point, they were a bad basketball team, but keep going.
But they had LeBron. They weren't the Charlotte Hornets.
They also had Derrick Rose that year too, I think.
They were all he got moved. They also said that the 2018 Cavs were the worst team to make the finals since the 07 Cavs. That's what was said. They also said LeBron is having the biggest carry job to the finals in NBA history. That's what was being said. Because no one thought the Cavs roster outside of LeBron was any good in terms of contending for a championship. Now, are they solid in terms of being a 9 seed? Cool, whatever. But in terms of being an actual competent championship contending team, everyone thought the Cavs were nowhere near that.
The Eastern Conference, they never would have made it.
No one thought it would.
When you say everyone, y'all talking about like news articles?
I want you guys to remember.
Hold up right quick. Let Chill go. Go ahead, Chill.
Because this is what Mars is saying. They were the worst team since the Cavs in 07. Relative to, I'm sorry, the Cavs in 16, the Warriors in 16, the Cavs
the Lakers.
in 15, the Lakers in 2008, the Boston Celtics in 2008,
great team,
the Dallas Mavericks in 2008. We're talking about these dudes like they was complete garbage. No,
they weren't good.
They were not good.
Because LeBron made that. Chill, how
you're missing the point. Y'all missing these points.
Hold on. Jordan. Remember, Chill, I'm asking you directly. You remember in that series,
I do remember
LeBron James left the court for 1 minute. 1 minute versus that Warriors team, and they got destroyed. He had to play damn near every minute of that series just to keep it close, and it didn't mean anything because they had KD and Steph going crazy. They were eviscerating that Cleveland team. Even despite that game 1 performance and all that stuff, James Harden and the rest of that roster, they would have dog walked the rest of the Cleveland
That's
team.
a fact.
No,
bro.
I'm not
been
chill.
4 or 5
This is not about
bro.
LeBron. LeBron would have been fine. Who else on that team would have been able to step up?
There's nobody else on that team that's going to score. There's nobody else on that team that's going to score on PJ Tucker, Trevor Ariza.
Prime PJ Tucker, yes.
Yeah. I mean, that's fine. You can fry PJ Tucker, but I'm talking about
prime PJ Tucker. Prime.
Yeah. Oh, Proctor said fry. I'm talking about Kevin Love. Like they gonna make guys like J.R. Smith and Iman Shumpert try to win you a game. Good luck, because the way that the Rockets was hooping, your ass tried anything outside of like Terrence Crawford told Errol Smith. You get out of line, I'm gonna put you in your place. That's how the Rockets was back then. Got out of line, you get put in your place.
Game in that series, still 45 versus the Warriors, and they got decimated. They got
the Rockets used to put people in their place all the time.
-21 when he was on the court, decimated.
It's just like
they weren't a good team.
To be laughable, bro. Because I was on my day arguing that.
Revisionist history. I remember how they talked about the Cavs during that time, and that James, this was a carry job from James. I remember that's not something that I'm oblivious to. I 100% remember them saying that this is one of the biggest carry jobs. The idea that they suck though. That's my issue, because they did not suck.
Okay, chill.
Relative to a team that goes far in the play,
they make the playoffs.
They're the Hornets. I'm not saying. I don't know how much clear. Of course, if you make the playoffs, you're already at a level that you're not one of the worst teams in the NBA. I'm not saying
and
that.
to get to the
can we
NBA
think
finals,
critically, please? Like, can we?
I am not saying the team is the worst team in the NBA. They swept the team that won 58 games.
No, chill. The Eastern Conference wasn't a good conference back then. Like that wasn't a good conference. If you'd have put 4 teams from the Western Conference, the Raptors wouldn't be the Raptors at that time. Like nobody cared about that.
Chill. But
you could put the Utah Jazz over there, and they would be good over there.
Jordan, listen to this.
Rockets kick their ass.
Jose Calderon, Jordan Clarkson, Jay Crowder, Channing Frye, Jeff Green, George Hill, Rodney Hood, Kyle Korver, Kevin Love, and Larry Nance Jr., who was a child, year 2. What is that team doing? They're getting
no way.
They got a
what is that doing? They beating the Rockets in 6.
You troll.
That's what they do.
And it was because of LeBron James that they ended up going to the conference finals.
100%.
Because
why are we acting like the Rockets had a bomb squad?
You just that's what I'm saying. You just named a bunch of names. Name the Rockets roster.
Yeah, why are we acting like the Rockets were like
Name names on the roster.
James
The Rockets were not like that.
PJ Tucker,
Eric
Gordon. I mean, it's not.
Eric Gordon averaged 18 on the bench, I think.
Yeah, young Eric Gordon.
Bro, he averaged 18 off the bench.
That same team, Ryan Anderson off the bench, Trevor Ariza was still one of the best wing defenders in the league. They had Tariq Black, Bobby Brown. They had Isaiah Cannon played that year. Clint Capella was good that year. Eric Gordon was good that year. Gerald Green had his best season of his career that year. Nene Hilario was playing well that year. James Harden was there that year. They had Joe Johnson coming off the bench. Chris Paul was on that team. PJ Tucker was on that team. They had plenty of players that were contributing to one of the best defenses in the league.
They do great.
A bunch of players that didn't even play. Isaiah Cannon wasn't on the playoff roster. Tariq Black did not play in the playoffs. What I'm saying is,
they were still a better roster than that Cavs team.
They weren't, and this is what I'm saying. I just disagree.
Do you remember the
roster is the Rockets roster in 18 isn't better than the 2018 Cavs?
No, I don't think so.
Why did that not show itself in the regular season then? Why did that show itself in the regular season?
I won't argue that part.
Sloppy, you don't even care about the regular season.
Yes, I do. Why in the regular season?
Don't.
Why was that team
underwhelming?
Why was the team underwhelming in the regular season then? If the roster was just as good as the roster, you do that.
It wasn't. It wasn't. To your point, it got flipped in the summertime, and then it got flipped again.
Flipped in the mid-season too.
They got that's 12 new guys, right? 12 new guys over the course of 6 months that the roster got flipped. So that roster wasn't. I'm not going to say that roster had the continuity that Houston had. I'm not saying that roster. I'm not saying it. However, what I am saying.
Chill. Go ahead. I'm listening.
However, what I am saying is, even though that Cavs roster wasn't superior, they got to the NBA Finals with the best player in the league, and those guys playing off the best player in the league.
In the worst conference, don't you?
But we've seen teams who are better lose. We've seen that. And James Harden and Chris Paul, up until that point.
What team did they lose to that they were better than? Chill.
No, chill. Don't say up until that point.
What team did they lose to?
Up until this point,
hold on.
Go to the playoffs.
Ron, hold on. What team did the Rockets lose to that they were better than? The Warriors.
Only lost to the Warriors. They only lost to the Warriors
in their career.
When they were together.
In their career. No, because you
brought up
LeBron's career and him being the best.
That's a different argument.
No, it's not a different argument. If we're historically speaking, and we're talking about players where LeBron plays his
don't worry,
best,
Mars. I got this.
lose in the finals. What happens when Chris Paul and James Harden play their best? Ron.
Okay, Ron. Hold on, Ron. Because you're gonna argue because Ron, you're gonna put something. No, Ron know exactly what he's doing because you trying to argue past something that's not true. Number one, what team?
So whenever they
what team? Hold on, listen. I'm about to tell you. We about to go through it. What team have James Harden lost to that they were supposed to beat?
What team is they lost to that they were supposed to beat?
Yeah, what team?
Let you guys tell it the Warriors.
What team did they lose?
Let you guys tell it the Warriors.
The favorites against the Warriors.
What team did the Cavs lose to that they were supposed to be?
So now we're doing
the favorite against the Warriors.
So now we're doing the favorites.
For a reason.
Technically, they were favored in 15.
And they didn't. And to be honest,
but they weren't supposed to. The Rockets wasn't supposed to beat no team that they lost to.
If I'm not mistaken,
what year did Manu
didn't only lose?
17.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. James Harden didn't only lose to the Rockets.
You said would have beat.
Yeah, he lost to the Spurs. They weren't supposed to beat the Spurs either.
I like that.
Yeah,
that team.
What team did James Harden lose to that they were supposed to win?
When James Harden entered that MVP level player in 2015, they lost to the Warriors.
Yeah.
In 2016, they were the 8th seed. They lost to the Warriors. In 2017, they lost to the Spurs with prime Kawhi Leonard. They lost.
Correct.
James Harden played horrible in that closeout game. I agree.
They were supposed to lose that game, though.
That game. What year was that? That was 14.
14.
That was 14. They were supposed to lose that series.
James Harden played horrible in that closeout game in 2017.
No, they weren't. Come on, stop right there, Ross. No, they were not supposed to lose that series in 14.
Yes, they were.
Give me a break.
I don't understand why that matters so much to you, Jordan. Who cares?
Yes, they were. Because the Rockets, James Harden only had one really, really damn good team with the Rockets, and that was the Chris Paul year. Besides that, James Harden,
that team in 2014 that lost to the Trailblazers, that wasn't a good team that he was on with Dwight Howard. Are you kidding me?
Okay, but then you got Dame and LaMarcus Aldridge on the other end, who was giving Dwight 40. What are we talking about? He was giving him 40.
Marcus was really good in that series, but Dwight Howard,
they're supposed to lose. They got Dame.
If I'm not mistaken, Dwight Howard, he had a 2020 game in that, not a 20.
Bro, Dwight Howard wasn't even really that good that year, bro. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, he really wasn't that good that year. No, he was not. No, he was. All right.
That's not true.
No, he was not.
But like I said, when James Harden got to that MVP level, sure. So 2014, before he was even at the MVP level. But if you want to say they should have won that series, cool. 2015, they lost to the Warriors. In 2016, they lost to the Warriors. In 2017, they lost to the Spurs. James Harden played horrible in that closeout game. If you want to give him blame for that, that's fine, because I'm fine with that myself, because he played horrible. I hold you to the standard that you have to play well. 2018, they lost to the Warriors. 2019, they lost to the Warriors. 2020, they lost to the Lakers.
Championships.
Like, James Harden was losing to very clearly better teams than his team. That's what was happening. In 2020 against the Lakers, he played well. In 2019 against the Warriors, he played well. In 2018 against the Warriors, he played well. In 2016 against the Warriors, he played well. In 2015 against the Warriors, he played well. Now, if you want to say in the closeout game against the Warriors in 2015, he didn't play well and you want to blame him for that, I'm fine with that. Because also in that closeout game, he didn't play well. I think he had like 11 turnovers. I'm absolutely fine with that. Over the course of that series, he played well. The only series in that time frame in which he lost and he played poorly, or you want to give him that lion's share of the blame, is that Spurs series, and I'm fine with that. I will agree with that.
Yeah.
But to act as if
I ain't
James
gonna agree with it. He played bad, but they weren't supposed to win.
If you want to lie and say James Harden was just constantly losing series he was meant to lose, or was just constantly playing poorly against these teams, that's just not true. That's just not true. I know the
why do y'all care so much about the odds or who was supposed to win? Who's supposed
that's not what we're saying. That's not what we're saying. We're just talking about the team construction. They weren't supposed to beat those teams.
If he played well.
Well, I'm saying in those earlier years, if they wouldn't have lost the Warriors, they was gonna lose to somebody.
Not even that. But then Mars completely forgets in 28. Mars completely forgets in 2018 when they had the Golden State Warriors in the chokehold and Steph Curry didn't score in the first half of that game on the road. By the way,
that's 2019. That's 2019.
In 2019, I'm sorry. In 2019,
James Harden played well.
But like, what you about to say? What they got to do with
that game?
James Harden played well.
James Harden played well. I believe until we have
a series today.
Chill.
I'm not trying to hit it, Jordan, because if we have a series today,
James averaged like 30 against him. What are you talking about?
Because if we have a series today where Joker is in an elimination game and he doesn't score in the first half of the game, he's in an elimination game and he doesn't score in the first half, whomever they're going up against.
They got Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant.
Whether it's, I don't know.
Hold on.
KD wasn't there that game.
He didn't even play in that game. Whether it's
you know whether Steph Curry not scoring, the game is tied in the first half, right?
If these guys don't score, you are supposed to close that game out.
Okay.
In that game.
So you know, that's right. Go off your 6-year-old memory. You know in that game.
Tell me that the game was close.
I'm talking to the chat. You know in that game, with Steph Curry not scoring in the first half, he was in foul trouble. You know the game was tied at halftime, right?
I do know that. The game was close.
You know Klay Thompson, that other smash, right? You know he had 20 in the first half, right?
Yeah.
You know the Warriors were playing really well, right? You know it was 57-57 at the end of the first half, right?
And this is without KD.
Yeah, without KD.
They ain't supposed to have KD anyway.
Without KD.
They ain't supposed to have KD anyway, Ron.
Sounds like them niggas ain't that good.
Thank you, Ox. Thank you.
Them niggas, they won 3 games without KD.
Game time.
Come on, man. Crazy concept, right?
Yeah, they won 73 games without them.
God. So the game's tied at the end of the first half. With Steph Curry going scoreless. He played maybe like 15 minutes. He was in foul
game time.
The second half comes around
because somebody
Steph Curry does that thing. He scores 33 he scores 33. That's fine.
So James is supposed to score.
You know James Harden plays well in the second half, right? You know he didn't fold in the second half, right? You know James Harden played really well in the second half.
What did he end with, Mars? What did he end with? 30?
He ended the game with 34 or 35. He led the game.
What is he supposed to have? What is he supposed to have?
James Harden led the game in scoring. I just want to make it abundantly clear. The game in which Chill is criticizing James Harden for Steph Curry going scoreless in the first half and then winning the game in the second half. The game was tied with Steph Curry going scoreless. James Harden led the game in scoring. James Harden was efficient, and James Harden was once again the best player in that game. Now you can go crazy. 33 in the second half. Okay.
So how do they end up losing then, Mars?
Because the Warriors were better. That's why. That's what he explained it to you. The Warriors were better.
I can get my best player to get me one game.
Wait, chill. Why?
The Warriors were way better than the Rockets.
All I know is without KD, LeBron beat those Warriors.
That's all I know. I can get my best player to get me one game. I can get my best player to get me one game.
LeBron got swept.
Are we forgetting game 3 where the man had 40 and won? He got you games. Why are we having revisionist history when he got you the game you're talking about? My best player could get me one game. He got you one in game 3. He gave you 40 and won.
And then I get Steph Curry. Then I get Steph Curry to be scoreless in the first half. As good as Klay Thompson.
He had 30 in the second half.
Yeah, he had 30 in the second half. Okay,
prime. Jordan, I need you to reiterate this. Steph Curry was in his prime. He was an MVP player.
Hold on, Swiper. Mark, how many points did Andre Iguodala have?
I do remember the series.
How many points did Sean Livingston have?
My best player can get me one game when game 3, 41 to win the game. Game 4, damn near 40 again to win the game. But your best player can get you one game. He already got you 2. So how many more? You need him to win every game.
One more.
Oh, you gonna say one more?
And then
give me one more.
Jordan. Then you'll win game 6, and then game 7.
Give me one more. I need one more.
Give me one more.
Yeah, it's gonna be give me one more every time, Chill. Ridiculous.
Based on that logic, why did LeBron James get swept? Why did LeBron get swept?
Get no game.
Because the Warriors were the best team.
No, that's so dumb. You're trolling. You won. Couldn't even get the first one. 51
Swiper.
Use your chick logic on this one. That just give me one more. Come on, chill. That ain't gonna work, and you know it. That ain't gonna work after the first 3 times. Give me one more. One more time. Yeah, keep going. One more time, baby. That ain't gonna work, chill.
Jordan Morrison Swiper. But this is the point I'm making. I'm not narrowing it down to James Harden. I'm talking about the team as a whole. And that's just some of the things that I'm getting at with that Rockets team not being good. The fact that you let Steph Curry go off for 30 like that, the fact that you let Klay Thompson go off for 20 in the first half, it's just little things. It's little things like that. It's little things like that. Hold on, wait. Wait. Let me make my point though, because it's obviously I know Steph is an all-time player, Klay is an all-time player, but the point I'm making is that team's defense just was not that good in general. It just wasn't.
In 2018, that defense was good. In 2019, in 2018,
even 2018, I just don't believe that team was that good like that.
Because you only saying that because they lost to the Warriors.
You have this notion about Mike D'Antoni teams.
Yes, thank you.
No, but they guarded in 2018.
Mike D'Antoni,
they guarded
James Harden, Chris Paul. That is a recipe for failure.
That has no logic behind that.
What does that have to do with it?
That's not a good argument, Ron. That has no logic behind it.
Well, okay,
it's not. It's not a good argument.
When has Mike D'Antoni ever won anything?
Mike D'Antoni is a winning coach.
What does that mean?
It means what it means, nigga.
No. Hey, listen, Ron. How does this work? Wait, Jordan, I got it. Let me pack him up. So those Steve Nash teams, when they had those injuries in the Western Conference Finals, you're saying that was his fault for losing those.
So
what you're saying is he played versus an all-time great team in 17, 18, 19, and that's his fault.
So every year he's just playing against all-time great teams.
Just to be clear, you're saying
it was all-time great
team. You're a coach and you play versus an all-time
great team.
Maybe the best team of all time, you lose.
All-time great team.
That doesn't make any sense.
2018, yes, wasn't all-time.
So he's the only person playing against all-time great teams.
Who play? Coach or play?
Answer my question. You want me to always answer your
question? Coach or play?
Which
one are you talking about?
He's the only person playing against all-time great teams. Mike D'Antoni.
He's the only person that
coached against all-time great team.
People have lost to those teams, though. What are you yapping about?
I'm talking about West, he lost
Jerry West and Elgin Baylor. How many titles did they win together before they got whooped? How many titles? How many times did they go?
Okay.
8 times. Lost. Every single one of them. What does that mean? You lose to better teams. That's NBA history. That's how it works. The Lakers lost to the Celtics the year before they went on their run.
Do we give Jerry West a pass?
Teams, great coaching.
Do we give him a pass?
No.
We didn't give him a pass.
No, we didn't
give Jerry West a pass.
First of all, you don't talk about Jerry West. Let's just keep that out.
We're talking about it right now.
You don't talk about Jerry West.
I'm talking about him right now.
Do we give him a pass? You haven't watched the game.
Regardless of I ever watched the game, we know the context. We know the context. Jerry West, he lost finals after finals after finals to the Boston Celtics. We know the context. Do we give him a pass? Do we give him a pass? He played phenomenally.
35 and 37 in those series. And
he lost.
He had the one finals where
winning bias.
We had the one finals where they said he should have won finals MVP. Do we give him a pass? No, you got there and you lost.
Your past of games you ain't watched.
Okay, then let's. Okay, all right, cool. Let's fast forward. Okay, let's fast forward back to Mike D'Antoni. All right, cool. Let's. Okay, cool. Let's fast forward back to Mike D'Antoni. Let's fast forward back to Mike D'Antoni about the passes we're giving him. Let's fast forward to Mike D'Antoni and the passes we're giving him, James Harden and Chris Paul. Because all of a sudden, they're the only ones that have played against all-time great historic teams.
Well, I just wait. Chill. Let me ask you. Relevant. You are there. Do we bake Jerry Sloan for losing to those Chicago Bulls teams? Is that a part of the narrative? I've never heard it brought up part of his like
about Jerry Sloan.
You shouldn't have lost to the better.
Don't give him a pass.
I've never heard Jerry
Sloan. They just talk about him as an all-time great coach.
I never hear him brought up. He lost to Jordan.
He would have.
Okay, great.
Jerry Sloan would have pressed you, and you know it. Jerry Sloan was a gangster. He would have walked up to Ox and pressed his ass.
He got his old ass beat too. Look, Jordan, you not getting no pass.
Number one,
he would have gave you a pass in your hood, Ox.
We have seen better teams lose.
Hey,
We've
if
that,
hard
that,
enough,
that has
I'm just
happened
saying,
before.
we wouldn't give you a pass.
And I
Ask
think
people
that's
than
what-
Why were they beating the Warriors though, Chill? And tell me why the Kevin Durant Warriors, they wouldn't have lost to Toronto either if they were healthy. So I'm saying why are the Rockets being castigated for losing to that team? And they played well. They took them to 7.
I didn't say that they were being castigated for losing to them. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that with the Cavs playing against the Rockets, I think that they would have beat them. That's what this has been. That's what this has been about the whole time. And we've seen.
But do you think
we've seen better teams?
Do you feel like that's associated with how you think about James Harden? Is that because of how you think about James Harden, basically?
Yes, it is. 100% it is.
And Chris Paul and Mike D'Antoni.
Yes, it is.
It's a combination of the whole thing.
And on top of that, too.
Bro, if I'm only losing the teams that go to the finals and win a championship.
To Jordan's point, we've seen better teams lose. That's happened before. We've seen teams lose.
We've seen the best player lose more than we've seen the better team lose.
That's not true.
Yes, it is true.
Yes, it is true. Come on, Chill.
LeBron by himself.
LeBron lost a lot.
That's correct, Ron. That's correct.
Michael Jordan lost a lot. Lost a lot. He lost before he got to the finals.
But two things can be true. Two things can be true.
He wasn't the best yet, though.
Even if we have seen the best player lose, we've also seen better teams lose too. That's happened. That's
how many times? Really, though.
Like as long as everyone who's on this wrong side of the fence that the Cavs would have won. As long as you guys just accept it's blind faith in LeBron and stop trying to act like
that's what I said.
I said that.
I said that.
20 minutes ago,
blind faith in LeBron.
Mr. Ron said, word for word, the Cavs roster is not worse than LeBron.
And I agree with that too.
We got to that point too.
It's not just blind faith in LeBron. You genuinely
you got to calm down and stop screaming.
I said all of that.
You've been screaming,
Ron. When we started, but when we started this, let me. When we started the timeline, Marsh, it was simply yes. I'm riding with Bron, yes. But then we went to the rosters. I'm like, you look at the rosters, it's not that much difference. But I am riding with Bron. Okay, I'm riding with Bron.
Wait, chill. If you believe the best player in the world should always have the favor, why does that maintain now? Like why? Go ahead.
No, just against James Harden.
James Harden
and Chris Paul.
Jordan.
I don't understand why James Harden gets slammed.
And Mike D'Antoni.
He about to swipe about to get you. So I'm about to get you now.
Jordan, did you hear what he said? Well, chill. If you think the best player,
yeah, if you're maintaining that logic, so you're
wait. Answer the question.
Do you? No. Let me ask you.
Exactly why you said it.
No, I don't want to move. I don't want to move off the LeBron thing. I'm saying for me that doesn't sound. What I'm saying that doesn't sound consistent. No, that doesn't sound consistent. That's what I'm telling you. It doesn't sound consistent.
Words in my mouth. Because number one,
it doesn't sound consistent.
I just said that I've seen better teams lose. I've seen that. I've seen better teams lose.
Yeah.
With the better player. I've seen that happen. That's 100% that's happened. I've seen better teams lose.
To your point, though, Chill, that don't happen a lot, though.
It does. It doesn't. But it does. But it does happen.
Name me 5 times the better team lost.
What,
Miami.
Five times that the better team has lost.
Miami 13-14.
Miami
Dallas 07.
13-14.
Well, it's finals.
No, we talking about the NBA. We talking about. I still think that I still think that Jazz team was better than the Bulls in '98. I thought that they
disagree with you on that one.
But anyway, okay. So the Spurs in
13-14.
The Heat in 14. The Warriors in 16.
The Lakers in 04.
No, you can't say the Warriors in 16 like they literally lost everybody.
You think the Lakers team was better, Mars?
I think it's a common one.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, I'm on the other side of the fence.
I'm just saying the common ones.
I 100% think the Lakers was better than Detroit. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh shit.
Yes. I 100% think the Lakers.
Okay, keep going then.
But don't forget, I
don't take the Warriors about D-Wade. They only had Steph Curry in the finals against the Raptors. Chill.
I'm talking about in 16. I didn't say in 19. I said in 16.
Were the Heat better than the Mavs in 6?
One more time.
Were the Heat better than the Mavs in 6?
In 06.
I think the Heat were better than the Mavs in 11.
I would favor the Mavs personally. But
I got the Mavs in 6.
I think the Mavs was better.
Yep.
So we're talking about the NBA Finals from 05
in that series.
Wade, Dirk, and all.
Let's see.
Oh, When Dirk was the best player in that series too, huh?
Hey, I just want to let you hold on.
The Lakers, the Celtics, and
all right, great. All right. Hold on. Great. I just want to let y'all know that I set y'all up for this miraculous point. You know that the time span that y'all are saying all of this stuff is so screwed. That means it don't happen a lot.
Well, okay.
Yeah, but Jordan, your logic is that the Rockets were just night and day the better team than the Cavs.
Where were you, Ron? We're the same age. Where were you when this was going on?
I was sitting around watching the Rockets chuck up a bunch of dumbass threes, and I knew that they were bound to get smacked at some point.
Like 2020
because it was game 7,
Ron. Who would win in the series? The 18 Cavs or last year Celtics?
Last year Celtics.
Why?
No, hold on, because y'all are gonna say, "Oh, well, they shot a bunch of threes and stuff like that too."
Way better than that.
We go player for player. They have a better bench. They have a better starting lineup. They have a better coach. All of that. Also, too, their defense isn't even close. Like this Celtics defense compared to 2018 Rockets, whatever iteration of the Rockets, they play defense. That's the thing is I don't believe that Rockets team. I don't see you guys keep saying that you believe that Rockets team play defense. I'm just trying to figure out. Okay, then
he refuses to believe a Mike D'Antoni team play defense, despite the fact that they did. But because it's Mike D'Antoni and because James Harden's on the team, he will ignore all obvious signs of defense being played and say
that ain't right. That ain't right, Ron. That ain't right.
And it wasn't even. And Mike D'Antoni didn't control the defense at that time, too. By the way, Mike D'Antoni didn't control the defense.
Now, mind you, I think they played defense, but he wasn't on the level of that Celtics team.
I agreed. That was just me seeing how he felt about them chucking up a bunch of threes. That's
okay. Gotcha.
He put it so that's fine. He gave his reasonings. That's fine. Like I'm not mad at. If you guys have blind faith in LeBron, as you're saying, I mean the guy. That's why I was. You guys then trying to argue that the rosters are similar. I'm just not going to entertain that. I'm just going to.
No, I never said that.
You'll accept the first half.
Them too.
You'll accept the first half.
I'll accept. No, I would disagree with blind faith in LeBron, but you guys can have your blind faith in LeBron. That's cool.
Mars, hey,
I
blind
just need
faith,
an explanation.
Death faith, mute faith, Helen Keller faith,
James Harden and D'Antoni and Chris Paul. I get it, whatever, cool. I just need an explanation on how. How often does this blind faith in LeBron work out for you guys?
About 40%.
Shit, that's good numbers. That's real good numbers.
Depending on who he's going.
I ain't mad at 40%.
Hey, Mars, the blind faith in LeBron works out more than it works out for Harden and Chris Paul.
I like my
It's not blind faith with Harden and Chris Paul. It's looking at how good the team is.
Right, 100%. And these two guys are.
You guys have blind faith in Chris Paul.
These guys are. Hey, Ron, these guys are a major reason why this team is as good as it is. That's why it's blind faith. Because both Chris Paul and James Harden are a major reason.
Was Chris Paul a playoff dropper, or am I confused, bro? I don't remember this. I mean, wait. Chill. Do I not remember Chris Paul going bar for bar with the Spurs and beating them?
Chris Paul plays well in the playoffs.
We can do this with everybody.
Everybody.
We can go
Chris
to
Paul played well in the playoffs.
Come on.
Chris Paul played well in the playoffs. He had was it 14 against OKC where he did that dumb shit in like game 5 or 4, whatever. 14 was bad.
Man, Ron don't know.
15 they blew. 15 they blew the 3-1 lead. Now, obviously, there's a lot more stuff that happened more than just that. But they blew the 3-1 lead in 15. But Chris Paul played well in the playoffs. At least the James Harden stuff. They
were getting embarrassed in the NBA
Finals. Worse in the playoffs. James Harden got worse in the playoffs. Like that's just true. James Harden got worse in the playoffs.
But chill, remember the Warriors were just doing stuff versus that Cavs team.
Didn't get worse in the playoffs.
And that's what I'm banking on, Mars. That right there, what you just
said. Yeah, but the issue with that is James Harden in his prime never played.
This is what you want me to do. You want me to explain. Your questioning was explain how, because James Harden. With what James Harden was, and because I had blind faith in James, even though he's lost, considering who James is going up against. James is going up against that 2007 San Antonio team that was great, by the way, with a great player still in Tim Duncan. He went up against that 2011 NBA Finals team in Dallas. He went up against that 2014 Spurs team. He went up against that 2017 Warriors team. All of those guys. Every last one of those guys that I mentioned are all better than James Harden. All of them.
When did James Harden play bad against a bad defense? One series.
You keep bringing that up, Mars. When did he play bad?
Yes, because you're saying James Harden goes to pieces. James Harden gets worse against the best defenses in the NBA. That's fine. Even though against the Warriors, he routinely played well and they were great defenses.
Yeah.
What series in James Harden's prime did he play?
This is a rhetorical.
No,
question.
this is a genuine question.
No, it's
I don't
not,
know the answer.
because
What
if
series
you
did
think
James
about-
Harden play against a bad defense that he played bad? When did he play a bad defense and play bad?
He didn't play against bad defenses like that.
Oh,
Well,
he did. He did.
If I think about that Trailblazers team, if I think about that Trailblazers team in 14, they weren't a great defensive team. And he wasn't
Since
awesome in
James,
that series.
I've made it when James Harden became James Harden.
Okay, so again, I'm clarifying what you're saying. So in 2015, so from 2015,
when James Harden
so
became the
from 20
MVP level guy, in
right? So from
2015, when did James
2015
Harden
on,
play a bad defense and fold?
didn't play against that Spurs team was not a bad defense. That Warriors team in 2017, I mean, not that Warriors team, that Warriors team in 2018, that was not a bad defense. How did they get to the NBA Finals? Because he plays bad when you get deeper into the playoffs. That's when it starts to go the other way.
Doesn't even get bad, but sure,
with James Harden against a bad defense. That Celtics team was a good defense. This is a rhetorical question because he hasn't against especially when we get later on.
What evidence do you have that against the Cavs, who were a bad defense, that James Harden would fold?
The evidence that I have is getting deep into the playoffs. What your stance is him playing against a bad defense. I'm thinking about him playing in the finals when the pressure is higher, and he's shown me when he got to the finals.
So in the conference finals, when did James Harden play bad?
In the conference finals,
yes, because that's as far as he was getting in Houston.
He wasn't in 2018, Mars. Let's not make it sound like he was awesome in 2018 against the Warriors. Didn't he have an 0 for 6 game or an 0 for 11 game
though?
Yeah,
and then don't forget about game 7 too. Wait a minute, don't forget about game 7.
What did he do game 7? He had 32 game 7.
That entire
he had
game?
32 game 7 or 27. Was it 32 or 27? One of them.
If I say what I truly believe that James Harden is the best player.
What did he do? What did he do?
Game 7. He had 32 in game 7.
That's what I thought. 30. Kill. What are we talking about? You talking about one game?
We just seen
players can play bad for one game. Steph Curry played bad against.
Yeah, if you're going to try and argue, that James Harden in that game 7 is the same as Luka against Boston, if you're going to try and do that,
no, Mars, you're not going to do that with me because
you need to go back and watch these series because you're
not
going to lying.
No, I'm not lying about anything. You're not going to tell me that James Harden. You're not going to tell me that James Harden just because he had 32 yesterday and then turn around.
Because James Harden played well in the game. James Harden played well.
Luka played bad. Luka was 30 yesterday on Saturday and he was awful.
Luka played bad.
No,
James Harden played well.
No,
Luka played bad. James Harden played well. That's why. Luka played bad.
So what happened to the 27 straight threes that they missed? He was a part of that.
He missed it. He missed all of
that. He was a part of that.
He didn't miss all 3 of them.
Chill,
he had 32. What did you want him to have? 58?
He made 2 of them and they took him off. Yes, James Harden didn't shoot the 3 well in that game. I can't remember what he was. 2 for 11, 3 for 13. Something not great.
I'm gonna go watch
James Harden still played well in the game.
He had 32.
You go back and watch game 7. You go back and watch game 7. James Harden created every open shot for Houston, was unstoppable one-on-one,
and you know who played horrible, Chill? Trevor Ariza. Trevor Ariza went 0 for 12.
Oh, and Gerald Green. Oh, my God. But
don't forget that Trevor Ariza. People always want to blame James Harden, but I'm like, how you blaming James Harden if you got a kid going 0 for 12?
So with James Harden dropping in the playoffs, that's an objective truth. James Harden does not play at the same level in the playoffs as he does in the regular season.
Sure.
But you are acting as if James Harden was just playing bad in these series.
No, I didn't say that, Moss. That's not.
You said he goes to pieces. Those are your exact words.
Yes.
What's the difference between going to pieces and playing bad?
He does give me stinkers in the playoffs, Moss.
And so does Steph Curry.
Okay, that 2 things can be true.
So what is your the idea that playing
those games that he plays bad, they can force a series. That's the point.
Having bad games is not enough of a justification when you have 1 or 2 bad games a series to say you're going to lose the series when your team is bars in a sweep.
Yeah, that's almost
it's half the series in a sweep. So are the Cavs sweeping them?
We didn't get a chance to see it, Miles. Unfortunately. Unfortunately,
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm watching this game 7 right now, and I don't know what you want him to do about Kevin Durant and Steph Curry shooting over the top of the defense right here with nobody on the court. Do you know without CP3? Do you know who he's playing with right now, Chill? Like down the stretch of this game,
Austin Rivers.
I mean, it's a bunch of
it was such a good team. No, it was such a
Trevor
good team.
Ariza, Eric
they should
Gordon,
be able to have players to step
PJ
in.
Tucker.
And that is why.
No. But who's on the court for Golden State? Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, and then you got Draymond Green all on the court at once.
Wait, but like you're noting the obvious. We know that the Warriors were better than the Rockets. Like we know that.
Game 7. There's no CP3. Don't you think that made a difference?
Yeah, but I'm saying we're noting the obvious. We know the Rockets are better, or the Rockets are worse than the Warriors. So we don't have to compare their rosters. But comparing that roster to the Cavs,
they're still better than Cavs.
All right.
I mean,
PJ Tucker.
What did Kevin Love do? What is Kevin? What's so impressive about Kevin Love that you were just saying? Like,
what's so impressive about PJ Tucker?
CP3 is the CP3
PJ
is the
Tucker
second best
played
player.
well that year, bro.
CP3 is second best player.
PJ Tucker played well that year. Is that the league? Is that the year that PJ Tucker led the league in corner
three? Y'all hype up PJ Tucker.
If anyone has time, go back and watch 2018 Game 7. Go back and watch 2019 Game 6. Go back and watch 2019 Game 5, 4, Game 3. Come back to me and tell me how the fuck you blame James Harden for this. Tell me. Let me know. I would love Chill to do it, but he's not going to. Someone go back and watch these games and tell me how James Harden went to pieces. Just let me know. I don't know how you can say that. I don't think you guys know how many times I've watched these games. James Harden was going to pieces. 2017 against the Spurs, you got it. That's fine. 2015 against the Warriors in the closeout game, sure. The series, no. The idea that James Harden would just routinely just go into pieces when you go deep in the playoffs is just a lie. It's a lie. I don't know how else to say it. Against the Warriors, he was routinely the best player on the court. Routinely the best player on the court. But
first of all, Draymond Green even said it in the thing. He said that we knew James was gonna get off and get his. He said, but the problem with it is when James not going off and getting his, that's when we got him.
Why do they have him?
No, what do you mean?
No. Why do they have him?
Excuse me.
He get them there. Ron, nobody's winning championship by themselves against a superior team. There's no way you're doing it.
He just said when James Harden goes off, he said we let James Harden get his. When he's not getting his, that's when we got him. When he's not getting his, essentially what he's saying is nobody else is going to get theirs.
Against the Warriors,
without Chris Paul,
against the Warriors, Ron. What you and Chill are asking is the incredible, bro. Like y'all talking about a team that won 73 games.
No, I wasn't expecting
them to beat the KD the next year.
Nobody was expecting. I'm not even.
I knew that they wasn't going to beat them.
I'm not.
No, y'all didn't know because they took them to Game 7.
I'm not knocking them for losing to the Warriors. They actually overexceeded my expectations. Before that series, I can't remember exactly, but before that series, I'm almost positive I had them getting swept. Maybe losing in 5.
It's no way you had them getting swept, bro. No way you had them getting swept.
That is how bad I think that Rockets team is. I had them getting
swept. How do you think a team that won 65 games is bad? Do you think the Cavs is bad?
No, but this Cavs team is not that Rockets team.
Was way better. This Cavs team was, bro. The Cavs, the Rockets team.
You're not about to lie right now.
Cavs team.
You're not. What Cavs team?
To lie.
This Cavs team or that?
Yes.
Cavs team?
No. Now.
That Rockets team is better than this Cavs team.
Yes.
But you out your damn mind. You didn't love. Hey, now
in 2018, in these years you're talking about live during that time, I did not think that this Rockets team was all that. So when they
won 65 games,
wait, I don't care how many games they won, Jordan. I understand that. I heard you yell at a bunch of times. I'm still looking at that team, and I'm in shock that they took the Warriors as far as they did. Okay,
you are not in shock. That's crazy to me.
You can't tell me I'm not in shock just because it went to Game 7. I didn't expect that. I didn't have any faith in Chris Paul and James Harden to beat the Warriors. I don't care if they would have won 75 games. I still would have been like, how the hell is this happening?
Record saying that.
Do you know why?
I just don't know ball. I'm fine.
No, because you just wasn't watching the Rockets. It's okay though. You wasn't watching them.
I just wasn't watching basketball.
You couldn't have been. No, the Rockets. Maybe you're watching basketball. You couldn't have been watching the Rockets and said you couldn't have been watching the Rockets and said the Rockets were going to get swept by the Warriors. There's no way you watched the Rockets and said you do realize that the Rockets playing their whole season.
I'm not saying
play the Warriors.
I'm not saying regular season wins don't matter. What I'm saying is I can watch a team win a basketball game and still be like, this team's not as good as that team that's winning basketball games. I can still look at the team and say, I don't think this team is as good as their record shows. I can say that.
First of all, the Warriors players from the Warriors have even said it. The Rockets was Draymond said it. The Rockets was the only team that could beat them.
I don't care what Draymond said, bro. I'm saying like when I'm watching these basketball, I look,
Jordan,
I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't get my takes
going to get swept.
They
didn't think they was going to get swept.
I'm not saying I thought they were going to get swept. I didn't think they were going to take the Warriors this far. I did not think the team was as good as their record showed. That doesn't mean I don't care about the regular season. I think the regular season is very important. But with that being said, I still thought the Warriors were much better than the Rockets. That's all I'm saying. I don't care about interviews from players. I don't care about quotes from players. I don't care about none of that. None of it at all. All I'm talking about is what I saw, and I saw them winning games.
Okay,
and I was just
okay. Hold on. Because within this debate, we're gonna move past something just because stuff was said. But let's kind of get some context in this. You said by what you saw from the 2018 Rockets throughout the regular season. If you watched them, you would know they were built to beat the Warriors. They were built for it all year long.
And if Andre Iguodala didn't get hurt, they would have made quick work.
Hold on. Let me finish. Go ahead. Because just like the Minnesota Timberwolves were building to beat the Nuggets, that's what happened with the Rockets. They did the same thing all year. The Rockets knew all year. That's why they worked on switch defense. You don't realize that. Hold on. You don't realize that their strategy was to make the Warriors play one-on-one because they weren't as good playing one-on-one.
Jordan, you're not lying. Jordan, you're not lying. You're telling the truth. I'm not going to hold on. Let me respond to it. I'm not going to disagree with what you said. But just because you build a roster, hold on, real quick, chill. Just because you build a team to beat a team doesn't mean that you're going to beat that team. Okay, I think you can build a team, but with that being said, anybody can attest to this. In that whole time when that Warriors were constructed, that 3 years, 17, 18, 19, there was only 2 teams that I thought could get with the Warriors, and those were both teams in 2017. After I seen that, I was just like, well, this shit is over. Nobody's beating this team until what happened with the Raptors, and a couple people got hurt. I'm like, okay, well, they got it. But before that, I only thought that Spurs team in 17 can get with them, and I was a little hopeful. I was a little hopeful with the Pelicans
never
too.
Swept the Rockets. The Warriors.
I don't care about who they swept. I just don't think
We're not even talking about that game plan that you get him in. No, Jordan, that game plan.
Here, please walk yourself in this trap because you're gonna walk yourself right into a bad trap.
I'm not gonna walk myself into any trap right now.
Okay, let's go. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
Chill before you do this. Chill before you do this. Just remember, if you are walking yourself into a trap, be careful because Mike is watching and he's probably taking notes. So I don't want him to be a really bad maneuver that Jordan's gonna put on.
Okay, so Jordan, explain to the people and explain to me why the Golden State Warriors were mismatch hunting and switch hunting because they wanted to play one-on-one with an all-league defender in Klay Thompson, with an all-league defender in Draymond Green, with an all-league level defender in
Whoa, why are you talking about their defense? We talking about their offense.
You just said you wanted them to play one-on-one. So explain to me why they wanted
the Warriors to play one-on-one. The Warriors to play one-on-one.
Oh, you mean one-on-one offense?
Yes, that's what they wanted.
No, then you're not going to do that. No, I thought you meant defense. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's no way you're not going to walk yourself into that trap. There's no way.
Defense. I'm sorry. Yeah.
No. No way in hell they want the Warriors. No.
Wait, what trap? What trap, Jordan? If I hold on.
Okay,
let's talk about this. You want to play one-on-one with Kevin Durant?
He wasn't playing. He
was playing
that specific game. But
he was playing. But
I mean, no, he was. Hold on. Jordan said that was their plan all season. He said that was their plan all season.
Yes, it was because you
want to play one-on-one. I saw ball with Kevin Durant. You got.
I'm about to walk you down on it. I'm about to walk you down on it.
Please walk me down.
What and vice versa. I'm Steph Curry and I got KD over here.
Hold on before we.
I'm just looking for clarification.
Yes, let's get clarification. What was the Warriors' most dangerous weapon throughout their run of winning a dynasty?
Steph and Klay.
But they're all. I'm assuming you're going to say the off-ball movement.
Hold on. Great off-ball movement, right? Was it one-on-one from Steph Curry and Klay Thompson?
No, that's not.
We got it. We got it at one. We got it.
So why wouldn't I want you to play one-on-one?
But my thing is, you can't. You
about to move it. We about to move it.
Move what? What am I moving?
The goalpost.
How am I moving the goalpost?
That was their game plan
Well, that shit didn't work.
Yeah, I was about to
It
say, how'd that
didn't
go?
work. Chris Paul.
They lost. They lost.
The Rockets was
Andre
decimating
Iguodala-
them. You do
Andre
realize the
Iguodala
Rockets was going to
hurt.
beat them in 6 games.
I
You
don't
do realize that. They had
So
no
you
answer
can
for Chris Paul in
tell
them.
me what was gonna happen, but I can't say that they was.
They
gonna
literally
lose to the
had
Cavs.
no answer for when Chris Paul was. Do you know the Rockets was up 3-2? Chris Paul tore his hammy. They had no answer for him.
Yeah, well, see, that's what I'm saying. They went up 3-2.
And they was
Chris
up
Paul
2
tore his hammy.
Hold on.
And
They were up
James
20
Harden
points
with the
in
pieces.
game 6. No, James Harden did not go to pieces. They were up 20 points in game 6 with no Chris Paul. Y'all do realize that, right?
And then what happened? James Harden with the pieces.
No, you cannot fight fire for fire without a firefighter. Chris Paul was the firefighter. He knew that, okay, late in the game, they're going to make their run. Chris Paul can create plays. James Harden can't do it all game long.
So he went to pieces.
That's what.
No, he's playing against the Avengers, and all he is a goddamn one superhero.
That's who
Yeah,
James was playing. That's who James was playing against. James was playing against the Avengers.
Regardless, though, like this is
Got
turned
their ass
into
toe
a
up too, Jim.
this is turned into a Rockets
No,
versus
you
Warriors debate, and we kind of all know that the Warriors were
that
just
you
the best
capping.
team.
No, we kind of know that you capping.
You can say whatever. I'm just saying, like, we all know that Warriors team's an all-time great team, so that's just what it is. I don't think anybody up here is knocking James Harden or Chris Paul for losing to them. Not for losing to the Warriors.
Well, you're
Not
knocking
for
James
them.
Harden.
No, I'm not.
I watched Chill just knock him.
And Ron, no Mars, and Ron. What you talking about? Ron too.
Ron can do what he wants.
I'm not knocking him for losing to the Warriors. I'm talking about historically in his career, and I'm talking about what I think would have happened against the Cavs. But against losing to the Warriors, it's like, if that's the case, I could knock LeBron for losing to the Warriors. Yeah, KD and Steph.
No, you can knock him for getting his ass swept by the Warriors.
Yo, I just said I thought y'all was gonna get swept.
No,
so what do you think my expectations of LeBron getting swept was?
I don't know.
Ron, you had too many Seattle dogs last night. Your stomach hurt.
There's no.
Loss is a loss. I'm knocking everybody for losing. You lose, you lose. It's not because it's not that big a deal. You know what I'm saying? You lost. Oh my god, I lost. Yeah, you lost. And so what? This is over. It's basketball. Somebody lost.
They lost for sure. I'm not knocking Bron. I'm like, Bron, you're not that good for us. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, nobody gets a pass for losing. You lost. Big deal.
Yeah, I mean, you lose.
There's gonna be another season next year. We'll be all right. You know what I mean?
Speaking of
but getting
losing,
your ass toe up is a little crazy though.
Speaking of losing, Ox, this is what we're rocking with tonight. Big Ox, can you talk about why you made your picks and how you made your picks and where you made your picks?
Well, I just went. So yesterday I went off rebounds and assists. Today it's just strictly rebounds. I'm going with Big Zoo against the Pelicans to have 13 or more rebounds. So 14 rebounds. I'm sorry. And then Pascal Siakam and Giannis Antetokounmpo. I got them combining for more than 19 rebounds. Hopefully we'll get it done.
Cool. I went with assists with Cade Cunningham, 9+ assists. He is playing against the Wizards. That shouldn't be hard for Cade to do. He averages more than 9 assists. And on top of that, it's Cade Cunningham and it's the Washington Wizards. So I'm expecting Cade to get 10+ assists tonight. And then I got Zion Williamson scoring 24 points against the Clippers. Hey, that's a gimme. I'll take that. And this is how we rocking today. Download PrizePicks, use promo code panel. And also to Swiper, Chill, Mars, Jordan, Ox.
What?
This is the PCL schedule coming up this past weekend. Yes, this is the PCL powered by Playback. Yeah, boy. Real Talk was up here. He probably left the room because he knew I was going to ask him, does he like mustard on his glizzies? Or mustard on his buns. However, either way it goes, the first matchup of the day is Mustard versus Real Talk.
Hey Ron, do you like baseball park glizzies or do you like state like NBA glizzies more?
Which one's bigger?
The 12, they got the footers. They got the footers at the baseball park.
I'm out of here, bro.
I'm just saying, I'm trying to get full. But either way it goes,
crazy.
Mustard versus Real Talk. That's the first matchup. And then we got Cowboy Bob versus King Capers, John D versus Julius C, Dion versus Rishi, the infamous Rishi, the great Dion versus the infamous Rishi. Then we got Ox versus Matty Ice. This is on Saturday, March 15th.
dirty. Sorry, Maddie, in advance. You my man still.
Hawks, are you the Cavs or are you the Rockets in this series?
What? I'm the Warriors.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. That's a good answer. I was about to say that's a good answer.
All right.
Spank them.
This is Saturday. On Sunday, we start off
Champ
with
is here.
Swiper versus Duke Did It. Then we got Intel versus Hayes. A nice grudge match between those two. Then we got Casual versus Logan from Nerd Sesh. And then we double up with Nerd Sesh with Carson from Nerd Sesh versus Jordan. And then we got Chill versus Mike the Champ. Well, Jordan, the champ seems to be Mike. Or should your name be Jordan the Champ?
I'm just the champ. I'm a winner in everything I do, man. You know what I mean? I just win a lot, bro. Like I've won a lot in my life that losing don't really bother me. You know, some people scared to lose. I'm not scared to lose. I can lose it all and
get it back.
I've been losing all my life.
Nah, I ain't never lost. Nah, brother. Nah, brother. I've been winning all my life. That's the problem. I'm so spoiled with winning that I think I can win anything. I'm delusional, and I'm good. I'm fine with being delusional. Cause a loser, they live in their reality. They losers. Ta-da! See how it makes sense?
Well, Jordan, you can win in the loss too. So
I don't know what you're talking about. All I know is I'm a winner. I would much rather have my delusion as a winner than live in a reality of being a loser. Swiper, do you know how horrible your life must be if you live in a reality of being a loser? Like the reality of my life, I'm a loser. Well, I'd rather be delusional. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'm excited for that first round matchup. I will make sure I tune in from where I am 100%.
All right. Hey. Moving along, we also have on Tuesday, March 18th.
There we go, Deontay. Shout out Deontay.
Versus Matthew Elliott.
Yep.
Then we got Gifted versus Renegade. Good luck, Gifted. Then we got SB Talk Sports versus Ryan from the chat. Yo, Ryan, you in the chat? Ryan from the chat.
Hey, Ron, check them DMs.
I'd love to send you a link, Ryan, if you're in the chat. So let me know if you're in the chat. And then also Wednesday, March 19th, last but not least, of the round of 32, we have Pirate versus Brax the Bandit.
This the day right here, y'all. This day right here is going to be the best opening day. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Man, what's Swiper at? Swiper, you ducking fades?
Nah, he was the day before. Swiper was before you. ZZ versus Rib. I'm trying to tell y'all it's gonna be the best first round matchup. And honestly, I'm excited to see Brax. I'm excited to see Brax in this environment. And I don't know who Finesse West is, but y'all know Penn gonna come with some heat. So I hope Finesse. Oh, I do know Finesse. That's right. I know Finesse is. That's right. That's gonna be all right too, because they got a little prior. They had a little prior.
You know what? I love this, man. This is gonna be this battle of intellect. You know what I mean? I love.
Hey, Ron, this PCL is fire, bro. This is.
I love that we're doing this battle of intellect. You got some of the best minds in the business. I'm excited for this, man. You know, shout. I'm just grateful to be here. Honestly,
Can I get a clear explanation on how judges will be? Like how will we score this?
You're not getting raw. You're getting a fair shake, Jordan. I promise you that. Don't worry.
I'm just saying
because we got them 2018 Rockets Cavs.
Scott Foster judges.
Because if the chat, I just want to let y'all know, chat. Whatever I did to y'all, I apologize.
Hey, hold on, wait. The chat is not voting. The chat has voted in the past, but the chat's also been nasty.
Take my joint back there. Go on the hell with the chat.
See, I was just texting you, and I was seeing if you was gonna be true, Jordan. The chat is voting.
I trust them for sure. If Claro's in there, I trust her too.
Swiper. We're not. It's no way it's gonna be PC judges. Like even front. Like no way. That's gonna be like that's
I believe it when I see it.
I still think the judges should have to justify their decisions.
I do too. I think
100%.
I don't get how the judges managed to escape.
Because how can we get critiqued if we how do we get better?
You know who the Supreme Court justices are. Why would you hide? Who
I still have a major issue. The judges should have to explain their decisions.
If the referees in the NBA don't have to do it,
they need to do it too. They
have the last 2 minute report.
No. But more, they need to get on.
They need to get up on a report too. We protect.
They need to get up on a podium. The NBA refs need to get up on a podium and answer and talk just like the players do. They need that in the NBA.
That would be pretty boring, though.
No, it wouldn't.
It's not
No,
about.
it
See,
That
Jordan.
would be
That's what's wrong with your generation, Jordan.
That's what's wrong with
Y'all
you,
always
Jordan.
want to
Y'all
be
in the same generation.
entertained,
Bro, you're not that much older than me, Ox. Ox, that's crazy. You're not that much older than me.
But I'm old enough to be in another generation, though. But can't we?
He's a millennial too.
I'm in my 30s, Jordan. You in your 20s.
I'm 29. What the
Nah, you young. You a young man.
Jordan looked 33 anyway, bro.
I'm saying though, can we just?
I look
can we
handsome.
just-
That's all you need to
Hey,
know.
you know
I
what?
look
You know what's funny?
handsome.
You know what's funny,
You
Jordan?
could pass for a
My-
25-year-old Jordan. Black don't.
My
There
son,
you go.
my son seen the video that we did from All-Star Weekend. He said he looks like LeBron.
Who we talking about?
You
He's talking about you.
Yeah, his son said.
No way I
My
look like
son-
LeBron.
my
That's
son
crazy.
said
Like
you look
LeBron
LeBron
James.
That's crazy.
I don't think you do. I was just saying that's what he said though. But nah, the judges.
My
shot this
dad
player
look like
stuff,
Michael
Mars.
Jordan, though.
I'm with you, Mars, on that one for sure.
Well, here's the thing, y'all. Just like last year in the PCL, it's a couple things that the judges will be basing things off of, and I'll send this to you guys and everybody else in the PCL. But the judging criteria goes as such: logical points. Basically, they're evaluating the quality of your argument presented. Are the debaters making points that are logical, coherent, and are they effectively painting a picture for the listeners? Providing facts. The judges are going to be looking for statistics, examples, contextual information, things like that. Like, are you providing solid evidence and real-world examples to back the points that you're making? Rebuttals, counterpoints, multi-level arguments. The judges are going to analyze how well the debaters, you guys, are responding to your opponent's arguments. Are you guys effectively countering the opposing points and using multiple level arguments, or are you guys just using basic elementary arguments? Also, you have persuasion. We know that Mars has a hint to his voice that he can turn on and off, and when he turns it on more, he becomes more persuasive. Jordan, to the vision gangs in the chat, maybe you can wink in the camera, and you might be able to be more persuasive.
Do it for him,
I don't know. I don't know, but I'm saying, like, you could be more persuasive. Swiper, maybe you can persuade the judges by using that mental telepathy. Ox, you could just scream over people. Chill. You could just say, "Can you give me one more day?" However, we all have ways to be more persuasive.
Am I known for screaming over people?
You're a brute, Ox.
Not at all.
Brute Ox.
You'll talk through someone. You won't necessarily like scream. Like, you will not stop. If you feel like you got a point to make, you will talk through
the way he do it is crazy too, though. Like the way he do it, it's like, hold on, and then get right back into what he was saying, like immediately. Hold on. I'm not finished, and then blah blah blah. I'm not hold on, I'm not finished. And then be like, damn.
I'm doing that because I'm getting cut off. So
you'll get loud. You'll get loud.
You Kanye
about certain things, but not.
Wait, I'm gonna let you finish. But
you're not high on the list though. You're not high on the list.
It's crazy. It's crazy that I'm.
Ron will start something that he don't want to finish it because he don't like really getting in battle. He don't like getting in the heat of battle. That's not what he's built for.
Because he wants to instigate.
He misses lips.
Get out of there. Hey, but for real, I'm serious about that. I'm really excited. I don't know. I just really want to see Brax in this setting, especially against Pirate, because like Brax
about to get his ass smoked.
But what I'm saying, he could, even if he loses this one, he still got the opportunity to really show out. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited.
Pirate
to see
Brax is getting. Nah, never mind. No, Brax getting his ass smoked.
I believe in all the wild cards. How many wild cards are there? 8?
You don't believe in me?
Yeah,
I said wild cards.
I'm a wild card.
No, you just hit 8 wild cards. I think at least half of them are winning. At least half of them. Now I don't know which half. I think 4 of them are gonna get through. And I think Matthew Elliott, who I'm going against, he might got that one as well. So
I'm not gonna lie to you, Mars. I'm being honest with you. Okay, I know how this works. I've been here long enough to know, and I told you I watch everyone. I watch how the chat interacts with everyone. It's gonna take to beat Mars. It's not just gonna have to be an argument. You're gonna have to win the crowd. Like, that's going to be the hard thing.
Ron said
No. I'm not. I know.
This is the Mars rule. And you know there was the Jordan rules.
I know it's not a Jordan rule. It's not a Jordan rule. I'm speaking with 100% certainty. Mars is a Gen Zer, and he's in the chat like a Gen Zer. They respect him as a Gen Zer.
They don't allow me in the chat.
I know. But you have to win the crowd with Mars, because Mars, what's going to happen is, so you mean to tell me that's gonna happen in the middle of that? He said, so let me think. So you said, and then it's gonna start on some rambling point, and I know it because I've seen him do it
Mars, you be rambling
multiple times. I'm not saying it don't work, Mars. I just know how you set it up. You set it up as an introduction, and then they love it. The chat eats it because your rhetoric, and you've been here for a minute too. Like, you got some homerism. Now, when me and Chill go back and forth, it's entertainment for everybody because me and Chill got like a real chemistry. You know what I mean? Like, we're Ike and Tina. You know what I mean? Like everybody
Tina?
know. Like,
Yeah, facts. Who is Tina?
Like, who the hell is Tina? Like,
to be honest with you, I look forward to seeing Mars again. And the reason
I thought you was about to say I look forward to being Tina. I was about to say Tina. What the hell?
Tina was the star. Tina was the star.
I look forward to seeing Mars, and the reason why I look forward to seeing Mars, I don't think Mars has any respect for me as a debater. I don't think he has.
I agree.
Well, Chill, you wouldn't see Mars until the championship.
And I'm looking.
Oh, so we're not gonna see each other. Okay.
Nah.
I mean, like, I don't
think he has any respect for me as a debater. So I'm looking forward to seeing Mars.
Chill. Mars walk around like Luca. He don't respect nobody.
Do you guys want respect as debaters?
I don't really care. I just
would you rather I respect your knowledge of the game or your ability to debate?
But you openly slander Chill. I think that's
sure. Exactly. To me, I say it every time. I don't care about, like, I'm gonna participate, obviously. I don't care about debates. Like, I think you can know more basketball than someone and lose a debate. I think Ox knows a lot about basketball.
Yeah, 100%.
I think he's terrible
100%.
at debates. Respect. And Ox, I'm gonna say that with all due respect. I think Ox.
Tell that to the dude that was trolling me.
I think Ox is terrible in debates, but I respect his basketball knowledge. Like, being a good debater. Like, I think I'm a good debater. I think I'm a good debater, but I would rather be known, or I don't care how I'm known, but I think, for me, I'd rather look at myself as someone who knows the game as opposed to someone who's good at debating, proving myself right or proving you wrong. I don't care about that. Like, I'm not going to release my topics. I know my topics. Whether or not I win the debate or not, it doesn't really bother me. It's about, did I make good points? Did people look at it and be like, oh, I didn't think about it that way before? That's what I care about, not just winning a debate, proving this guy wrong. That doesn't mean anything to me. Like,
it don't mean that much to me either.
Me not caring that, like, me not valuing your debate skills or whatever, even if you think that's how I view it, I don't think it should matter. I don't judge you guys as debaters. I judge you guys on how you know the game of basketball. Do you guys make me think differently about the game? Yes. You guys all question my own beliefs. Sometimes I change my mind on things because I'm like, I never thought about it that way. You view the game in a different way. So, like, that's what it's about. It's not about, well, actually, no, you debunked this. That was a you can debunk.
What have I done to make you do that, Mars?
You?
Yeah.
I can't think of something off the top of my
head. Oh man, dog. I thought for sure he was gonna give me the Jalen Green one, but it's okay. Okay.
I like some of the stuff you do on TikTok. You talking about James Harden in the pick and roll. I like that. Like, you don't make me think about the game differently, but I like that. Like, that stuff. That stuff is I see Jordan does know the game. Like, Jordan knows the game.
The PCL is not even necessarily about information, though.
Whatever, boss.
I think that, like, my entire life of debating in public discourse has been about presenting information. Is it factual? Is it relevant? How does it help people? PCL debate is not that at all. It's like some of that, but really it's just about, again, your ability to gather momentum over the course of the debate based on however the crowd might be feeling about what you're saying. I think Jordan you have a place where you can do that. Chill's really good at that because he knows how to maneuver the crowd, because Chill goes on that run. And then, Chill gets into the history stuff. He's been there. He's seen it. The Chill Chamberlain thing. People like Ox. People like listening to Ox because Ox is going to stand on business. If Ox's best debating style is standing on business,
he gonna lose.
What he's saying. Yeah, you can't lose that. I can't lose standing on business. That's just how I feel.
Stand on business because the part about
you bring your notes.
I mean, the part about debating the judges, also losing the judges. But as far as
the part about debating is being flexible. Like, you have to be flexible in the debate. You have to counter. You have to counter, and sometimes you can't be stubborn, like, to get off of something. Like, you have to, like, I listen to a lot of debate shows. Like, and you can't be stubborn when somebody is homing a point because you want to stand on business. Sometimes you have to go with a point to walk them right into a trap. So that's something that you got to do.
Jordan, I can't.
I go on the bear. To swipe all the time. Jordan,
I can't. But the thing is, I always see it coming because I see you. I'm saying I can't wait to get on the national stage and do it. I can't wait because Stephen A. Smith and them, they're debate shows. But I'm just like,
I think Mars thinks that I'm a good player. He just doesn't think that I'm skilled. Like, I can play.
I think you know the game. I just think you talk in circles a lot, and I think you contradict yourself. That's why, as a debater, I think sometimes you get wrapped up in certain things that are, like, away from the topic.
So he's Mo Harkless.
Yeah.
More
Nah,
talented.
I think Chill's really. I think Chill. If I had to like define him as a player, I think he's a young guy who has the skills to score in 1 or 2 dribbles, but sometimes he just be dribbling a bit too much and he gets himself lost in the crowd.
So I'm Jalen Green. That's who I am.
I don't want to call you Jalen Green.
Who is that? Who is that, Chill?
Hold on. So I move it over a little bit more to you. I don't know.
The faces.
I can't see the.
Nah, he's
can't see the
bright as
face.
hell. I don't know what to
tall
tell you.
guy.
Who is it, Jordan?
Who is that? I don't know.
It's
I'm sorry.
Mutombo. No, I don't know who the hell it is.
Yeah. But yeah,
the ball guy is my dad though.
it is,
He looked like Michael Jordan. That's the ball guy. But
I respect Chill's basketball knowledge and his basketball mind. Like absolutely, I think Chill is extremely knowledgeable about the game. Just the debate stuff.
I know who to ask certain questions to. Let's say it like that, and you see me do it. I ask certain questions to Mars, to Chill, to Jordan, to Ox. And then everybody has their strong points.
Yeah, you ain't never asked.
Ron doesn't like engaging in these things. Now I will about like Halliburton or the Bucks or something like that. But Ron, like
we don't talk about Halliburton or the Bucks. Remember?
See, Ron gonna lose that debate.
Or the Bucks.
Ron gonna lose that debate because he gonna get in his feelings about it. He gonna get in his feelings. Go off the rails.
Ron said Trey Young's better than Steve Nash. So
Ron, you did say that. I swear to God, he was in front of me. I might have put Ron in the sleep.
You said he was better than Magic Johnson.
I did not say that. Y'all asked me, was he as good? I said, for the context of what he's doing, yeah, he is good. Didn't say he was better. That's all I said.
Trey Young's as good as Magic Johnson is crazy.
No, he's just good. They ain't many better.
Wild as hell.
They don't many better.
They the same level.
No, they ain't the same level. Magic is better, but Trey just as good. It's like, hey.
I gotta get to these super chats though, yo.
Tips good.
Tori Spelling just as good looking as Cindy Crawford. She ain't better looking than her, but she's just as good looking as.
No, she's not.
Exactly, Ox.
No, she's not.
Chill. Be that as it may.
Tori Spelling ain't nowhere near the tier of Cindy Crawford. Not at all.
Well, all right, y'all. Teddy Hart sent through a super chat and he said, OKC are only one deep when it comes to Jokic defenders. Chet nor Jay Will can cover him in the non-I-Heart minutes, as they are both natural power forwards. They should have signed a big vet like Dwight or JaVale as a contingency plan for Jokic.
If you build your team to stop Jokic, I think you're already failing in the goal of what you need to do.
Wolves.
Their plan wouldn't have worked if Jamal Murray was competent.
I agree.
I don't think you build your roster to stop singular people, especially like the unstoppable people. Like you don't build your roster to stop Michael Jordan. Like it's illogical. It's like, why would you waste your time trying to do that? Just build your roster to maximize your strengths. Maximize your strengths and take away their
Mars. Why does Dwight Howard get so much plug still, even though like he played in the NBA in 21-22?
No idea. Ain't nobody interested in him because
I think it's because he's so present in like
he would help the
around a lot, and then he still
no, he's old.
He still looks like
not as good.
38 years old.
Yeah, but
he would help the Lakers.
I think it's a mixture of you see him around a lot, and he still looks like he can run fast and jump.
They did that with Jamal Crawford too, though. They used to be like, Jamal Crawford should be in him, but this motherfucker 41. What the fuck?
Jamal Crawford's last game, I think he had like 40.
Who gives a damn? Like he's 41. Nobody need no damn.
He went out.
Why do I need a 41-year-old Jamal Crawford on my team as a guard? I can understand a center like Dwight's 7 feet tall. Like he just jumped. I don't need a 41-year-old Jamal Crawford on my team.
He couldn't move in 21, and he got demolished the last time he saw Joker. So that's why I'm like, I think the idea of him is just stronger.
You don't have to see him all game, though. I don't understand why JaVale.
I don't want to see him at all.
Jamal Crawford went out with 51. My fault.
I agree with his point though. Like we're getting caught up on Dwight and JaVale. His point is that they should have signed one more big or traded.
They signed Isaiah Hartenstein though. Like damn.
They could have got.
They got one more big.
But here's the thing though too. Jokic is eerily similar in how you gotta face him to kind of like Shaq. You need to have multiple bigs to just throw at him. You might
don't
be
have
a 5 minute span
for Jokic. He ain't got to move
because Jokic should get Chet and
Jokic ain't shifty.
Genuine question. Did you guys watch what Jokic was doing to Dwight in like 21 and 22? Like, did you guys see that?
Yeah, I did. It's not about Mars. Hold on, because this is what we're gonna get caught up on, chill. This is what we're gonna get caught up on. It's not about. I'm saying Dwight's
making
gonna
a bad
stop
point. You can't start moving.
No. Swiper, stop it. It's not about stopping him. Like I'm trying to stop Swiper from running his damn mouth. It's not about that. Okay, it's about just throwing a body on him to kind of wear him down.
Slow him down.
That's it.
Sure.
That's it.
Dwight-
That's all we
Ihart's
need.
the better defender at the
Dwight is
Okay,
not that
Howard
way.
is going to foul out if he has to do it all
Dwight
game.
Howard did even worse when he last saw him 3 years ago.
Hart is going to foul out
and
if
it's
you
also-
allow him to do
And
it
you
all
gotta
game.
be able to
Dwight-
move
Dwight
off the
is
ball
not
to
that
guard
body.
Joker.
If you're saying
Who
get
else
to
would
big,
be
that's
it? Who else?
You go. I don't know. Find a big someone.
That Dwight. That
Do
Dwight
it.
Howard.
Howard.
But
They got some bigs in the league
Maybe
that
they
could have
should
win
have made a
that.
trade.
real
Maybe
They
they
could
should
have.
have
They
been
could have
like,
win
hey,
that.
listen,
But they-
Somebody.
but they
who,
can't do it.
Claxton?
But they
Who- I
can't.
mean,
But
but
they can't do
what's
it in
the
a trade
center?
no more. They can't do it in
Yeah,
a
I
trade
said
no
maybe
more. They
that's
have
what
to
they
get it
should
from
have.
free agent.
No, just.
But they
So
wanted
I'd
Mark
rather
Williams.
keep, I'd
What
rather
Mark
keep
Williams
Williams
Dwight.
done?
Ross than get Dwight Howard. I'd rather keep Ross than get Dwight Howard.
Why? Why not just add Dwight Howard on the roster?
Dwight Howard's just respectfully, he's not good.
He's over. That's why. There's a reason
I
why
guess.
nobody else is
Why would you want a
No, that's not
39-year-old
why
player
nobody
who
else
hasn't
want
been
him.
in the
That's
league
not
in
why
years?
nobody. That's not why nobody else want him. The reason why they don't want him is totally different. But we're not gonna get into that. Not on
it ain't.
PCL.
All right.
That's not the reason. No.
Yeah,
all right,
we're
all right,
not gonna
fellas.
get into that.
We gotta get to the
Keep
next
going.
super
Keep
chat.
going. Keep going.
Hunter said, "Why are we capping for an objectively god awful team outside of maybe the best version of any player ever? They get one game max against the Rockets team. As good as LeBron is, he can't and has never done it alone."
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I just don't get like how that's. I understand having faith in LeBron. Like I understand. Like there's Bron fans who even in 2017 were like, "Bron's got this. He can do this. Bron and Kyrie, they can do it." And they were drastically wrong. But I understand. Defend your guy. But at some point, you have to acknowledge every damn time Bron has been severely outmatched, despite the fact he's the best player on the floor. They lose.
Every
And it's
time.
not LeBron's fault. Someone was like, "Oh, you guys were bashing Bron being 4 and 6." No, I'm not bashing Bron being 4 and 6. I'm saying blind faith in LeBron just because he's LeBron doesn't work. It doesn't work. You can't just have blind faith in one individual and ignore all clear signs that the team is inferior because they have LeBron and say that's how they're going to win. When more often than not, they don't win. That's not a knock on LeBron. LeBron plays great. In the 2015 finals, best player on the floor. In the 2014 finals, best player on the floor. In the 2017 finals, KD was up there, but like him and KD, best players on the floor. 2018, best player on the floor. LeBron has been the best player on the floor
And
in
KD still knocked him down. Like,
multiple
Yeah,
finals.
but
and
see,
they
Swap,
keep
see, Swap,
losing.
that's
when you're that
that's
outmatched, you lose.
that's the thing right there, Swiper, is that when you got Bron, I think in a situation like the Rockets, it's where Bron is the best player, right? But their best players are James Harden. If it would have been Chris Paul healthy, right? A healthy Chris Paul. So it's different to me when the matchup is like a forward position. Like say if it would have been Chris Paul and Kevin Durant as opposed to Chris Paul and James Harden. Now, obviously, y'all know I think Kevin Durant's better than James Harden. But with that being said, I understand how great James Harden was at that time. So it's not a knock. But I'm just saying, if the matchup is there, I can see where, okay, they're going to beat them. But when my matchup is Trevor Ariza and other guys, the scoring's coming from different ways. It's different. It's differently constructed. You know what I mean? That's just.
Hey, I don't know. I think Gerald Green one of the best 2K players in the NBA that year. I just want to say that.
I didn't play. I haven't played 2K since
He the best
2009.
2K player since he been on the game.
Gerald
Bro.
Green,
Gerald
bro.
Green was a motherfucker on 2K, boy.
Oh, by the way,
Incredible.
I mean, I genuinely mean this, Ron. I would rather the Denver Nuggets face the OKC Thunder this year than playing versus the 18-19 or 17-18 Rockets team in a playoff setting. 100%.
We
Not even close.
spanking
100%.
because we spanking the.
They never
Nuggets
saw
when
the
we
Harden
did that.
Capella pick and roll. Go ahead.
Hunter with the super chat. Hunter said Denver turns to the 2017 Warriors on the second night of back-to-backs. Shit is getting ridiculous.
12-1.
Rolling.
They like
no
adversity.
back-to-backs in the playoffs. So.
There are. They just won't go home, and they'll sleep on the court, and then.
Swiper be just making shit up, man.
Okay.
Well,
I was like,
hopefully,
I didn't know.
hopefully the Clippers don't run into the Nuggets on another back-to-back because James Harden will get nightmares of seeing that Warriors team again. But thank you, Hunter, for sending through that super chat. Teddy Hart sent through a super chat and said it might be better for the league long term if my Thunder wins this year, because if they lose, that leaves the door open for a KD reunion.
Bring him.
Then it's 2017 all over again, and I'm
Bring
here
him.
for it.
Even if you win, you better look into it. Nothing.
I would look in Russell Westbrook too.
All right, I'm not giving up J Dub and a KD deal. Probably though if I'm them.
He just trying to be funny.
Well, we
Yeah.
ain't, I'm serious. I'm looking at Russell.
I'm very consistent with this. I'm very confident. If OKC offer up enough picks, they can keep all of their best players and get Kevin Durant.
And Russell Westbrook.
They might as well get James Harden too then, Jordan.
Hey,
they might as well get the whole
no, not James. Might as well. Oh, no, think about it. But look, anyways, I'm replacing Caruso and Wallace. Give me James and Russ. Let's get the crew back and let's win a chip for Oklahoma City. Y'all take them guys.
Russ.
Give a damn about no. We got
kind of fire.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. I got Shea Gilgeous-Alexander running with a point guard like Russell Westbrook, who known for boosting people's stats. What?
I'm trapping Shea he ain't scoring 30 this year. I tell you that
much.
Trap
him.
He's
I'm gonna throw it to KD.
Go ahead, next super chat, Ron.
I'm gonna throw it to KD. Trap him.
KD can't shoot a right no more.
The Thunder gonna be trapping like Gucci Man in that joint, boy. It's gonna be bricks all over the place.
All white. Dookie Baylock said, "Good morning, panel. I missed yesterday's show, but did you guys discuss that amazing game-winning buzzer beater from Kawhi Leonard? Unbelievable.
It wasn't really unbelievable.
Whoa. Yo, who was that?
Ain't no way Duke said that.
That wasn't Duke.
He's been hacked. He's been hacked.
That was Dookie Baylock.
Ain't no way. He got hacked.
Shout out to Duke, man. Not Duke Diddy. Dookie Baylock.
Something's up, y'all.
Elias Aronson just sent through a members chat and said, "Swiper."
Yes, sir.
Remember for over 2 years, by the way.
We had a whole conversation about celebrity last night. Do you think everybody up here is a celebrity? Mars?
What?
Chill's a celebrity for sure.
Yeah,
Chill a celebrity.
Chill's a celebrity. Chill's a celebrity. I wouldn't consider anyone else really a celebrity.
I am not a celebrity.
Let me celebrity has levels of fame. Chill has the most level of fame.
Swiper, I'm just a
Chill. I'm talking about Chill. People, I've had people see me and be like, "Hey, don't you know the guy that did the meme, the one more time meme?" I'm like, I got it.
It depends the level because I think Chill is for sure a celebrity.
All over the country.
Swiper is very well known in basketball space.
Sure.
So he might be like
a small celebrity,
a G-list celebrity.
Yeah,
like
G-list,
100%. The rest of us, I'm not sure if it.
By the way,
Jordan's well known in basketball.
He is. I'm kidding.
Yeah,
but chill. I have seen chat. I am not fibbing about this. I saw a grown man cry in a bar when they saw Chill.
Who did that? Who did that?
In Indianapolis, Jordan. In Indianapolis, I seen it.
Stopped in his track. Tears came down his eyes, and he said, "Chill, I want to thank you
for sure."
Jordan, have you ever seen a tear? Have you ever seen a tear drip down a grown man's beard like a raindrop?
Crazy.
It wasn't because it wasn't because he'd been running. He was genuinely happy to see him.
It wasn't sweat, Jordan. Those were tears.
Hey, Ox, I ain't gonna lie. If I cried and it dripped down my beard, I would shave my beard the next day for the sake of crying again.
Bullshit,
Jordan. For the sake of crying again, I'm gonna just shave my beard.
Oh, Jordan, it ain't nothing wrong with shedding a tear or two.
No, it's shedding tears down your beard is crazy.
What?
Where they supposed to go? Up your forehead?
Bro, cut your beard off. Bro, the fact that it got to go down your beard and your beard is all
so what, just catch them
Jordan,
before they
you
get
just
your
not
beard?
cry ever? Is that what you're telling me?
If I did, I'm gonna cut my beard. Nobody gonna see residue on my beard.
You're
see tear residue on my beard.
You're a human being. What do you mean cut your beard off for crying?
Bro, I'm about to have
Who are you, Samson?
Bro, I'm about to have tear residue on my beard is crazy.
Tear residue?
All right, chill.
All right, bro.
That's crazy,
I'll see y'all
bro.
later, bro. I'm out, bro. I'll see y'all, bro.
Bro, that's crazy.
Crazy.
Masinko said, might be a hot take. I don't know. But I think the 2018 Cavs sticking it out with the OG roster would have been better in the playoffs with Wade, Isaiah Thomas, and Derrick Rose.
They're losing a closer sweep.
There you have it. We got a new member. He goes by the name of Sugbug. Shout out to Sug. Shout out to
That's
Bug.
a hell of a profile pic, by the way. Sug.
Teddy Hart said, Mars, it happened before. Teams built their roster to singularly stop Shaq, loading up on big bodies, but I'm just talking about one addition that could help them defeat the one team I believe can fuck with them.
They didn't build their rosters to stop Shaq. They built their rosters to foul Shaq. That's
Trying to
they
stop.
yeah they
That's
no,
to
no,
stop him.
no.
They're trying to put
They
his ass
knew,
out.
they knew they couldn't stop him. They needed guys to foul. That's what they
They
needed.
trying to put his ass out though. Each foul, I heard his arm.
They knew they couldn't stop him.
Hey, hold on.
They built their
Mars.
roster so that their starting center wouldn't foul out. That's what
Mars. I just want to go back to the Philadelphia 76ers thing. Dikembe Mutombo wasn't no goddamn defensive player for Shaq, bro. That shit was a walk in the park for Shaq. Like it was
like the closest you want to get to a defensive player for Shaq is like
no, Mutombo looked ridiculous guarding him.
Duncan and Robinson together. Arvidas was actually pretty solid because of how big and strong he was. Anyone else in the league at that time?
Man,
everyone else
was hard.
Right.
That was horrible, bro. Shaq, it was just like, bro, Mutombo. It looked like he knew Mutombo.
Anyone is about as good as you could hope in single coverage. But like even then, he wasn't stopping him. He was just
Mutombo was going for Shaq up fakes. It wasn't even just pure dominance. It was pure skill with Shaq kicking Mutombo ass. Like
but Shaq's skill was always fakes, all kind of things. Very skilled and
he had that, Jordan. He had that touch shot, them jump hooks, some turnarounds.
I know, but I'm saying, but look, this is what I'm saying about how people want to like downplay how bad Mutombo was on defense in that series. Like I agree with Allen Iverson say they talking about Mutombo was a good defender. Allen Iverson say no why the hell Shaq had 40 on him.
The thing with that's like Mutombo was still a good defender.
Bro,
and he was good on Shaq. He was just
he was not good on Shaq.
What I'm saying is he was playing. When I'm saying playing the defense to the best of his ability, there wasn't nothing he could do with Shaq at all.
No, but hold on. When they say he played good defense, I can understand somebody just dominating. Like, oh, Shaq duck his shoulder, punch it on him. He did that to him a few times. Most of the game, Mutombo looked silly. Like he just looked silly. Pump fake.
Shaq was that nice. Shaq was that nice.
Yeah, Shaq hit him with a crossover the first play of the game. It was like, come on, bro. You just get your ass nice. He is, but Mutombo didn't play good defense. He looked silly.
I mean,
he looked like Rudy Gobert guarding Steph. That's what he looked like.
Jokic makes Rudy Gobert look silly. I'm glad you brought up Rudy. Jokic make him
not
look
that
silly.
Jokic is more dominant.
Jokic make Rudy look
not
dumb.
That silly. Not that silly. He's just more dominant.
Jokic make Rudy look like he shouldn't even be in the NBA.
Rudy don't have the athleticism like Mutombo supposedly had the athleticism.
I mean, but
this is like 36-year-old Dikembe.
Yeah, but Shaq was more athletic than Mutombo.
Allegedly, he probably was 56. But all I'm saying is Shaq was cooking the shit out of him. Right. I'm talking about crazy. Like it was like, bro, it was one part in the game. If you go back and rewatch it, he was getting cooked so bad they took him out the game. And the coach tried to come talk to him, and Mutombo was like, "Nah, get your ass from away from me. I don't want to talk right now." That's how bad it was.
Jordan, I'm happy you talking about this though, bringing to light Shaq's skill set, and he wasn't just
he was really skilled.
Everybody
really skilled. Shaq had a crossover, bro.
Shaq had like really he had amazing touch, like amazing.
And Mars, and I know and I know JD. If JD you listening, go ahead and clip this because I'm gonna say it. If Shaq played in this era, he would be. Could be just as good as a passer as Jokic. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
I didn't expect you to go that route, but
yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Because how the game is scripted, how they do certain things, Shaq would make them same passes. Same passes.
This is the thing. Like, I'd be with you. Like, yeah, Shaq, he could do.
Hey, it is what it is.
You just jump off a bridge. Like, no one
I ain't jumping off no bridge. I'm not jumping off no bridge. I'm not that. Y'all better go back and look. The way the game is played now, they weren't playing like that back then.
Shaq had skill; he could pass. But my thing is, I just don't think he would be interested in passing the ball like Jokic.
I agree. But I'm saying with the coverages that they have, like the way they double team, it's like I got talked about Luka Doncic's assists. Like I'm not saying that Luka Doncic isn't a great passer because people want to lie about that. I'm saying a lot of his assists is like triple team, boom, hit the corner, they make the 3-pointer. Great, like boom, the spacing that they have. Yeah, Shaq can make those passes too. That's what I'm saying. Shaq 100%. Can make those passes. That's all I'm saying. And I'm trolling a little bit when I say just as good. He would be a tier right under you. Like we would be saying Shaq is an amazing passer had he played in this thing. No, but he would be. His passing would be.
We'd be talking more about it.
He'd be a top 3 passing center in the NBA today.
Top 2.
And I think today we value
because he'd be more dominant on offense than Sabonis. I can't say Jokic, but
he would get more attention, is what you're saying.
Yeah, so those passes that he would make, we just gonna glaze it like we glaze Jokic passes. Jokic throw a simple pass.
That makes more sense than you saying he can pass just like Jokic.
That's what I was saying. That's all I was saying, bro.
Saying he'd be viewed as, I'm gonna say top 3 just to be conservative. Saying he'd be a top 3 passing center, yeah, I agree with that. But I'm also
top 2.
You're saying top 2. I'm just saying top 3 to get close to it. Top 2.
Allen Iverson would be a menace in this, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And Ron, we're gonna move on after this.
Yeah, we're gonna move on after Jordan, I gotta get to these super chats, bro.
All right. We're gonna move on after this.
We don't want to start having a bunch of
hold on, Jordan. Just hold it for Friday. You gonna be back on Friday? We'll get into it.
Nah, I'm gonna hold it for my video. It's cool. I'm holding for my video.
Fit Joe's, and where can they see the videos at?
Oh, at Drenchman Sports on anything you want to look up. Drenchman Sports on TikTok, Drenchman Sports on YouTube, Drenchman Sports on Instagram. Jordan Banks on Facebook, though.
There you go. Fit Jones said OKC are incredible at not giving you the defense you want, but Joker gonna eat off whatever look you give him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Trail Sosa said timeout. Let me hear Trae Young better than Nash. I might have to headlock y'all.
Hey. I might need to do a video. We might need to do a versus. Mars, go get your verses with Steve Nash. I'm gonna get my verses with Trae Young. Let's do it. We can do it on Mars. We can do it on Mars Talk Sports.
I don't let buffoonery on my page. I ain't doing it.
Whatever.
I'll do the buffoonery over here, but on my page, we don't do that.
Okay. Superman Real said it'd be difficult to build another team like this around Jokic. Murray is great, super clutch, then a bunch of 3-and-D guys. That's what every team wants. I think Jokic could actually have a better team around him, but he do got a good team, and it is built for him. But
it's not the best to do around Jokic. It's all right.
KB indeed knows ball. KB said Steph was coming off of a sprained MCL, by the way, but Houston was the best team we faced. Chill is also being really biased against Harden.
I mean,
and Ox, don't forget to add Ox in there too.
I mean, Ron made it abundantly clear. He's just anti-Harden, Chris Paul, D'Antoni. Like, that's a trifecta of Ron's like hate.
James Harden,
like,
D'Antoni must have been at that party with Ron.
Same thing with Ox, to be honest. Like, they both just hate those three. So it's a bad
D'Antoni must have been at that party with Ron. And
Chill was just yapping. But like those three just have like genuine disdain. So it's like, whatever. But Chill was just whatever. Shout out to Chill.
Bob sent through a super chat and said, most improved players play should improve to the degree that their role / who they are transforms. Harden should have won in Houston, going from bench plug to the system.
Who did win it that year? Anyone know?
And what year did he say? What year did he say? I have no idea.
James Harden went to his first year in Houston.
I'll look it up. Most improved 2030. Oh, it's Paul George.
Paul George.
Yeah.
Shout out Danny.
That's dude because it was Danny Granger team.
Yeah, shout out Danny Granger.
Yeah, that's bad. That's Danny Granger's team.
I think James Harden was already like that in OKC. He was just coming off the bench, but I've been
for sure.
James Harden to me was OKC's second best player. So
well, we was talking about that at that time when he was on the team at the time. We was talking about that, how James Harden should be starting at the point guard, move Russ to the 2. That was a very common conversation going on before.
Mars. And
it's literally a segment on this channel of me saying the same thing. Like this isn't and most of the people I'm seeing reacting in the chat, you guys are like regular viewers. Like you guys just didn't watch that episode. 2012.
That's crazy, man.
No, James Harden.
2012 is not prime Westbrook. First of all, and second of all, I've
prime Harden
before. Yeah, but someone said prime Westbrook? Question mark. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but Westbrook was better than him that year, though.
That's fine. I disagree, but that's fine. Like I'm not saying
disagree with you
right.
too. So we cool. Yeah.
I watched the 2012 Thunder. James Harden to me is their second best player. I'm just watching. I'm like, he's their second best player. And surprisingly,
are you doing that in hindsight? Is that why you're saying that? In hindsight?
I hope I'm not. I'm not. I'm watching the game.
I think you are because I think in 2012, we watching it without seeing James Harden do what he did. Now, for granted, I knew James Harden was talented. Like we all knew he was talented. But what he did, I don't know if anybody had done that since Tracy McGrady. So it was like, it's no way we sitting up here thinking. Yeah, it's like it's no way we sitting up here thinking in 2012. James, if James got on the team, he would be.
To be fair,
like that's hindsight thinking. I think.
Which Van Gundy's the little one? Jeff, right? Jeff Van Gundy.
Yeah. Stan is the fat one. Jeff is the small.
Okay. You listen to him on commentary. He's saying the same thing I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's saying it. Like he's saying James Harden on his own team could be like.
Stan don't know ball.
Stan do know ball. He can't coach ball though. He know ball. He can't coach ball though.
I'm not saying
Jeff no ball.
Jeff no ball. Yeah. Jeff no ball.
I'm not saying he's right. I'm just saying like there were people at the time who were like really high on Harden. He was saying James Harden's the best passer on the team, for example.
Yeah, he did say that. I remember that. I remember that at the time.
He was saying those things.
But
now I wasn't around at the time watching it at the time. So yeah, you might be right. I might be looking at it through hindsight. I'm like, I see the elements of Houston Harden in 2012, and I'm like, hey, that's how good he really is. I can accept that that's a possibility.
But you also think
that's not what I'm doing. I'm just watching James Harden for what he is as a player at that point. But there is definitely that's a possibility. But I'm just watching 2012 James Harden. I'm like, I think he's the second best player on this team.
But Mars.
Russ used to do so much bum shit.
Mars, to your point about Van Gundy. Mars, to your point about Van Gundy. Van Gundy probably said stuff like that. But the way they used to clown him for saying shit like that used to be ridiculous too. Like,
it was the
shortly after that they would be clowning.
You got a point guard averaging like 22 and 8 or whatever, and you got James Harden coming off the bench averaging 16 and like 4.
Yeah, that's when Mark Jackson cut him off and said, "All right."
I'm the same person who thinks Manu Ginobili's better than Tony Parker, and I know Tony Parker's numbers look better. So like, it's not out of the realm of possibility. I just think he was better. Shout out to Russ, he was really good. I think they have 3 really good players.
All right, Skateboard sent through a super chat. And Skateboard said, and y'all saying Chet the same defender than Wemby booty little boy. Wemby give Jokic one of the best matchups this season. Spurs suck without him.
Typo.
Miss him.
Okay, first of all, who said Chet's as good of a defender as Wemby? And second of all,
what is Wemby booty?
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I don't know what that was.
What does Wemby booty got to do with this, man? See, Swiper started that stuff and then he gonna leave. That's what I'm saying. He gonna start all that stuff and then leave, bro. No, you gotta come back in and deal with that yourself.
King Jag said, "Isn't it possible if a team exceeds your expectations, maybe your expectations were wrong to begin with, instead of saying they are not that good?"
That's fair.
I think he's talking about the 18 Cavs or whatever.
He talking about Ox.
My expectations of teams is not about how far they go in the playoffs. Because I keep saying you can lose in the first round and be better than the team that goes to the conference finals. It just depends on the matchups. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't judge team success by how far you go in the playoffs. Like, if you, for example, if I look at like historically, if I look at a team that was the number 1 seed, and then there's an 8 seed that's decimated by injuries throughout the regular season, and you have to play them in round 1 when they're fully healthy. You're not now a bad 1 seed because you lost to a team that probably should have been on the other side of the bracket to begin with. They were just unhealthy. Like, I don't judge the 18 Cavs by going to the finals when the Western Conference was by far more difficult. Like, to me, the 18 Rockets are a better team. They didn't go as far. The 0-1 Spurs are better than the 0-1 Sixers, but they lost to the Lakers in the conference finals, as opposed to in the NBA finals. They were in different conferences. I just don't judge teams by how far they go. I just look at the team and how good do I think they are. That's it, not how far can they go in the playoffs.
Crazy thing is, we really have some good things to get into today. And y'all decided today, out of all days, the Rockets and the Cavs.
How did that start?
Me? Of course.
No, Swiper said, why did the Rockets lose in 18? And then me and you both said the refs. And then someone said, well, they would have lost to the Cavs anyway.
That was chill.
No,
that was me.
No, that was Ron ass. And it was Ron ass too. Ron started that too.
Chill co-signed it and Ron co-signed it, and then we got into it.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that. Y'all, my bad.
Swiper started.
You see what you did just then?
I was just telling the truth. That was gonna lose regardless. So who cares if they make all them threes?
Well, we got super chat, so we can't get it.
Here we are, 2 hours later. Keep going.
We can't do it again.
Mad Max Sports Talk. And the crazy thing is, I feel like I could go into a whole another hour debate with that. If we didn't have time,
4 hours straight, brother.
If we didn't have time straights and all of that, Shaw was
I
just
don't,
getting
hey,
warmed
look,
up.
I don't got to be nowhere for 45 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So
My voice is cooked.
Nah,
I'm gonna be
I
load managing tomorrow.
I got 45 minutes.
I'm just gonna be here.
I got something to do. So
I got 20
yeah.
more in me, you know.
Also, y'all, from the logo tonight, make sure you tap in the best show on the Player's Choice platform. Mad Max Sports Talk said, who the mailman coming to see? Mad Max Sports Talk said, if we had to protect centers all this time, like y'all said yesterday, why they better defenders? Question mark. Seems like perimeter D is more valuable.
I don't think perimeter defense is more valuable just because there's a couple guys that need to be protected. But I do think both are just as valuable though. I think it's very important to stop penetration as it is to stop the shot when they get to the rim. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that was a crazy bar.
I don't think you can be a great player.
It's penetration. You penetrate the D. You know, like
I don't think you can be a great player.
You stop the shot at the top, at the climax.
Personally, that's my.
I
You
didn't
need
say that.
both to be a great player.
Pretty much. That's what you said. Pretty much.
That's not what was going on. But you can make it.
Bob Squared said AI's legacy and being better than Harden is built off losing to a better team. Harden's legacy for being ass is for losing to the better team.
If the Rockets were in the East and lost to that same Warriors team in the finals each year, Harden's legacy would be so much better. But
they wouldn't have been beating the Cavs though.
Imagine they did. Imagine they were in the finals just losing to the Warriors. Harden's legacy would be so much better. But yeah, here's what it is. I don't care about the legacy stuff anyway.
War V Room said, everyone give 2 moments where they felt the player was in a flow state.
Dame against Denver in 21. That game he had 50 whatever.
AI against the Lakers in game 1 of the 01 finals.
When they put
Steph Curry.
Ty Lue on him.
Not even just Ty Lue, bro. Allen Iverson is an instinctual player. Anybody, he just get it going. Yeah, there's no tendency that Allen Iverson has. It's all instincts.
Steph Curry against the Rockets in the second half of that game 7.
All right. Superchats. We got the Superchats.
Kyrie 57 was a great one. Kyrie against Orlando a couple years ago. You watched that game? He had 60?
No, I seen a 57 one live, though. I had some tragic events happen against Spurs, so I remember that game vividly. I remember watching the game like, oh, shit, what the hell?
That Kyrie game when he played against Orlando in Brooklyn, I think he had 60. Oh, my God, it was ridiculous.
The Baller Shot Caller 1999 said, what year was it when CP3 did the shimmy in Curry's face? Harden did better than LeBron against those Warriors. It just doesn't make sense.
He didn't play better than LeBron. I'm assuming he means they went further in the series, like game 7 and stuff. But he didn't play better than LeBron. So just want to put that to the side. 2018 where Chris Paul was shimmying. But yeah, James Harden was fine in those series against the Warriors. They just lost. 2019 in particular, 2019 he was amazing in that series. So it is what it is.
War V Room said Rockets win, but I don't know the numbers. But switch heavy teams, in my experience, have never fared well against LeBron-led teams, but the Rockets still win.
With a roster like they had, it would have worked against that team.
I'd have to think about certain switch heavy teams and see how they did, but maybe.
Just 8 MMA said if Harden is above Wade, or is Harden above Wade if the Clippers win the championship this year and James Harden wins Finals MVP? I know it's a big if, but what do y'all think?
Man, it's never gonna happen. That's what I think. But
if James Harden wins Finals MVP this year, Ron, would the Rockets have beat the Cavs in 2018?
James Harden. Hey, we might have to revisit it.
Mars, don't worry though. Mars, it ain't gonna happen.
Hey,
Mars.
we might have to revisit this conversation.
All right, never happen.
Mike the Champ sent through a super chat and said, I pulled up last night to check Chill's temperature and he folded. It's about to get ugly for him on Sunday.
He did pull up last night and Chill was trying not to debate. I will say that.
Chill was ducking the smoke.
I mean, Chill can call it what he wants. Mike pulled up. He was asking, he said Donovan Mitchell what and he was asking him. All Chill was saying is, I'll see you Sunday. That's all he was saying. So either Chill he's in game mode and he ain't trying to reveal no secrets, or he ain't trying to lose to Mike before Sunday.
Chill like trying to show him that playoff defense
Mike on a game that isn't for the money. I don't know, but that's what happens.
Well, at least we know Mike's with the drama. In the words of Chill, we know Mike's with the drama.
And his camera works, so his camera better be on Sunday. His camera works.
Just 8 MMA said, does Prime Pau Gasol look anything like Joker in the Denver Nuggets system today?
No.
He would get busy, but they're not like
I don't know
right
if
now.
he'll
The
get
Nuggets
that
are.
much, I don't know if he'll get that much busy. Like I don't know if he'll get that much busier than what he was when he played back in. Like, I don't.
Powell would be.
I think he'll be the
Powell would
same
like
player
20,
in this
I think
generation.
he'll be like 25 and 10, couple blocks.
I don't know about 25 and 10. I think he'll be the same player. He wouldn't be like I think you kind of look at him like Laurie Marketing or something like that. He wouldn't be like that.
Powell better than Laurie.
Yeah, but
they just don't play similarly.
But they don't play similar. That's what I'm saying. But I
he
feel
might
like
shoot more threes in today's game.
Put Powell in Şengün's place. I like that.
We'd be a better team, but
I love that.
I don't think Paul would be so much better in this generation. I think he's just one of those players like he just stood out in the generation he played in. I don't think he'd be so much better in this generation.
If Zubac averaging 16 and 12 right now,
yeah, but he's playing with James Harden. That's because he's playing with James Harden.
Wait a second. Are we downplaying Pau Gasol right now?
Not downplaying. I'm just keeping him the same. He definitely, we downplaying him for that part. I can tell you that.
Oh, right.
I mean, but Murray and Powell get busy too. Once again, I'm not comparing him to Jokic. I'm not comparing him to Jokic. I'm just saying, like, Powell would get busy in today's game.
I'm just not going to comment on that.
Okay.
One buddy said he called Slim a fruitcake. Who called Slim a fruitcake? And who's Slim? What Slim? I know a few Slims.
I don't know.
Right. Well, hey, Slim, love is love. Right, Marsh?
I thought Buddy wasn't real until he pulled up one day on Playback.
Buddy's not real. Figment of all of our imaginations. 8 Gates Lee said, if we being for real, Big Zoo equals Shaq. Not Pau Gasol. He's Shaq.
We ain't being for real. We being fake.
Fit Jones said, Jordan getting sunned in the PCL.
Hey, go back to San Francisco, Fint Jones. They got a lot of those guys doing that dance over there, bro. It is what it is. They doing that fentanyl lean.
LeVar B. Ballin said Chilt Chamberlain got fans fainting.
Yeah, he for sure a celebrity. Like, he's definitely a celebrity.
That ain't how you spell fans, though, by the way.
Hey, but you know what though, Jordan?
That's
I do want to say this though. Like in this PCL matchup, like if you take down your first round, bro. I'm not saying you care or if it matters to you, but that's gonna really hold some weight on your debate name on in this YouTube space. I don't care. I'm not saying you care about that or that's what you're thriving for.
Yeah,
I'm just saying like, bro, really wanted him, so I'm excited for that matchup.
Right through it. And I'm gonna tell you, I only Ron know, but I'm gonna say it. I gave him a bone too, and I'm okay with it.
Gave who a bone?
In the topics,
my opponent. Yeah, I gave him a bone, and I'm okay with it.
Jordan, all I'm gonna say is Carson's gonna be here tomorrow. Make sure you get your pen and make sure you get your notebook, because brother, you might need it.
You know what? Send me the link, Ron. I'm pulling up tomorrow.
Jordan gonna start some shit.
Say less.
I'm pulling up.
Ray sent through a super chat and said the 2013-14 Heat was not better than the Spurs. I low-key agree.
I don't think so either.
Finn Jones said Bird should have thrown off that.
He talking about the wire. They've been talking about the wire. He talking about that 380.
He should have thrown that 38, that 380.
That 380, yeah. They talking about the wire.
Okay. Allen Bowling Pins said, so is Swiper a rage baiter or a masturbator?
A masturbator is crazy. The play
both
on words is crazy. The play on words, y'all don't really get
a rage baiter and a masturbator, bro. That's a crazy kink, bro. Just why
that is a play on words. That's crazy word.
One buddy said a Womack in Oxford gets cooked again. ... As usual.
Shout out to Oxford University.
Yeah, I don't even.
Shout out to Womack
you can't respond to motherfuckers that just get off on anything that just watch for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, watch for the content, bro. Motherfuckers be watching for certain things. It's weird.
Yo, Big Ox, can you do me a favor?
No, hell no.
Ox, I need you to do me a favor and read this next super chat from Allen Bowling Pins.
What's that say?
I don't know. You know what that is?
Nah, bro.
Ox, you don't know what Majin Buu is?
I have no
I don't
idea.
know.
You don't know
Yeah,
who
that
Majin Buu is?
I don't watch that show, bro. I'm trying to.
I mean, I'm saying a couple streams ago, I would have thought maybe you knew who Majin Buu was, but never mind. The final boss. Y'all know who he is. Y'all know the face. Y'all know the name. It's personal, is what the final boss is saying. The final boss said, "Don't duck, chill." Hashtag Mike the Champ. Shout out the final boss and shout out Mike the Champ. Emperor Beast Kato said the Cavs struggled to beat the Pacers.
It's basketball, man. It happens.
The Pacers team was nice too. Why y'all just throwing that out there?
You know what? That Pacers team versus that Rockets team.
Keep going. Keep going.
All right.
Next super chat.
All
Next
right,
super chat.
all right. Now
Next
hold
super
on,
chat.
Jordan. All
Next
right,
super
go
chat.
ahead.
Keep
Go ahead.
going.
Like
Next
that if
super
you want
chat.
to.
I'm not
Hey,
finna
relax.
get up here
Keep
and get jumped.
going.
I'm not finna get up here and get jumped by
Yeah. You ain't got Lil Mars
Ed and Eddie.
little
Nah,
swiping
I
with
ain't
you.
finna get up
Or
here and
Big
get
Mars
jumped
and
by
Lil
Ed and
Swiper.
Eddie. Ain't no way I'm finna get
Nah,
jumped by
you ain't
y'all.
got Mars and Swiper with you.
Ain't no way I'm finna get jumped by y'all.
Yeah. Shit, they would have popped
got-
y'all.
They got Beavis and Butthead finna jump me today. Ain't no way it's finna happen.
Heat.
That's crazy. Ain't no way we finna do
Yeah,
that.
that's crazy, man.
All right, for sure.
I'm
We don't
gonna
gotta
let
do
you
that.
breathe on this one, Jordan. But I'm gonna let you know right now that ain't what you want.
All right. Next time we in a room, cuz, and it's and that topic come up, I ain't gonna let you slide. But you
Not
lucky
at
we got
all.
super chats. We got to get up out of here.
That's cool.
SMN R&D. On top of that, I know you got a big debate this week, so I don't want to do you how Mike is trying to do. Chill.
Hey, it's okay, man. I'm not worried about that.
Last but not least, my man SMN R&DM said, "I know with Jordan and Ox here, this ain't gonna land, but Luka got a worse whistle right now. Getting the Caitlin Clark treatment. At this point, it's just hating from the league. Haters gonna say he deserves it because of the complaining.
He have been getting a lot of bad fouls that they just don't call. I don't know why they don't call it. Like, he definitely do be complaining, but some of the calls, it's like, bro, that's clearly a foul. Call that foul, but whatever.
Man, it's a contact sport. Ain't nobody doing none of that, boy.
Yeah, but it'd be bleeding fouls for Luka. Like, they be bodying the shit out of him, hitting him on the arm and shit. They don't call a foul. I mean, it is what it is. They'll call him in the playoffs.
All right, y'all.
That's what they saving it for. They saving Luka 18 free throws for the playoffs.
All right, y'all. It's been beyond real, as always. Today was a good episode, and we'll be back tomorrow for an even better episode. Nerd said should be here, so make sure you pull up. Jordan said he'll be here, so make sure you pull up. I think a certain guy from Toronto will be here, so definitely make sure you pull up. And also, make sure that you pull up on Saturday. In the meantime, y'all, in between time, y'all, we out.
I feel bad for I'm about to do